Yeah. Better late than never. 2 blacks, so it's gonna be double late. That's just how that works. You know what I'm saying? We're twice as late as normal. It's Victory Talk. We got a special guest. Let's start the show, man. No delay. Yeah, you know what it is. Another episode of the Victory Talk podcast. I am your host, Big Brandon Carter, BBC, King Tito, the king of ketosis, Gymnasium Jesus, Jesus de Gimnasio para Miente. And we got a special show today, man. You know what I'm saying? This is episode 167. Damn, we've been doing this for a long time. We started a little late today. I apologize. Some crazy shit happened, but we figured it out, man. We persevered, you know what I'm saying? So listen, let's jump right into it. We got a few sponsors. We got it before we get to our special guest. The first sponsor is the Victory Talk is brought to you by the newsletter Big Money Methods. This the newsletter that shows you methods to get big money. It's 100% free, written by me and the homies. I'm writing articles in there. The homie Chris, one of my top salespeople, Scene. I call him Scene because that's how phonetically that's how it's spelled. You know what I'm saying? He's writing shit in there. He's our top copywriter, and basically we just writing articles to help you get big money. You can subscribe to that for free. Also, Nima, we got another sponsor.
No way.
Yeah, this is exciting.
Very curious.
So this is a product that me and Nima and I have been working on for a while. It's been in development. And we're almost ready to start the pre-orders. Pre-orders should be available by Christmas. This is Thot Repellent, the easy to apply spray to keep the hoes away, right? Because, you know, a lot of you guys are like, oh, how do I get girls? How do I get riz, man? But once you become that nigga, you won't be trying to how to get girls. You'll be like, man, what do I do with all these girls? How do I keep track of them? You're gonna be too many hoes. That's when you're gonna need Thot Repellent. This is what the real G's need. Not trying to, how do I talk to girls? No. How do I keep the girls away? Too many hoes. All right. Thot Repellent, the easy to apply spray to keep the hoes away. And this is going to be available for pre-order. They think we're joking, but for pre-order around Christmas time, make a good stocking stuffer, right? Get some gifts for the whole family, right? Get some for your dad. You know, I'm gonna start spraying my son with it. You know, he's about 7 now. You know, little baby Thots. I don't know what they got up their sleeve. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna start spraying him with this before he leaves the house and before he goes to the playground. I don't know what nefarious intentions these little Thots got, right? And all your super chats go towards development of Thot Repellent. If it doesn't come out for pre-order by Christmas, it's your fault because you didn't super chat enough. Right? We're crowdfunding this thing. I already got some. I don't need it. This is for y'all. I got the prototype. All right. Listen. Let's get into the show. Today we have a very special guest. I've known this brother since 2018, 2019, somewhere around that time. You know, he hosts one of the biggest podcast YouTube channels on the net. He goes viral all the time. I knew him before he was viral, man. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. Some people change when they get famous. Some people change when they get some notoriety, some money. This brother always hated women. From the jump. I'm joking, man. But he's the same OG, my dog, Myron Gaines. What's going on, homie?
Brandon? How are you, man?
Man, I'm doing fantastic, man. Glad to have you. And we got Frank, the dog Frank here.
Frank
man.
is in the house too.
He's
down here.
He's being a good boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's being a good boy. Not like a hero.
Yeah.
Hero be pissing on shit.
Yeah, bro. He's talking about Precious dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not as well trained. I'll just say that.
He's a beautiful dog.
Yeah.
Pause. Right. But no homo,
yeah.
I think. And think that's appropriate.
Yeah.
But man, he just pisses on shit.
Yeah. I mean, that was like to his credit, like he never pisses in the studio. That was just one random time. I was shocked too.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell?
He said he saw a piss colored person.
Yeah, maybe I don't know what it was.
I triggered him.
And he just decided like because he did it like thankfully it wasn't on the carpet, but he did it like on one of the curtains.
Yeah,
they got like these sound curtains, and he like did it at the bottom of it.
Yeah, he did. And he's like, "Fuck your studio, man."
I guess so.
Fuck your house.
Yeah, you really did say that. You really did.
But so, man, I got a lot I want to cover with you.
Yeah,
and
sure.
there's going to be a lot of super chats that are going to come in. We're going to address them. Sure. And I want to do a tier list later on this episode. I want us to rank the type of women that men should or shouldn't date, just type of women, and we rank them as far as like what's appropriate to date, who's for the streets.
Yeah, no, I like the tier list.
Yeah,
entertaining.
I think it's gonna do well. But first of all, man, last time we were here, you launched the book, Why Women Deserve Less.
Yes,
I
on
think
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, on Valentine's Day. I think the term literary classic gets thrown around a lot, right? But sometimes it's appropriate, man. How's that book doing? How has it changed? Oh, the dog.
Yeah. Frank, stay.
The dog's a little distracted, man, but I'm gonna do my thing.
Yeah, no, it did well, man. It hit number one on a couple of different categories.
Come on, man.
I think it's funny. It hit number one on feminist theory, actually.
Nice.
Which is hilarious.
Nice. I like it.
It hit dating. So no, man, it's definitely like an Amazon bestseller. Did really well. I don't even advertise like that, but people still buy it.
Yeah.
Right. Like I barely promote it anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's out there. It's a very short book because of course women deserve less.
Yeah.
And it's less than 100 pages. And it kind of the big thing is like it just gives you like a crash course on feminism. How did we get here? The psychology of a lot of modern women. And I think one of the most important things to take away, which you guys can go get it. It's on Amazon. Why Women Deserve Less.
Yeah.
One of the most important takeaways is I think men need to understand that there's a new normal when it comes to dealing with modern women. These aren't the women of, the 1950s. Yeah. Now it's the 2020s and things have changed significantly. And one thing that I think a lot of guys don't get, right? If I'm going to kind of boil this down. Yeah. Most women don't like most men. And since most women don't like most men, they really don't want to bother with most of you guys. So you really got to level up. Being an average guy, it's not gonna happen. It's not good enough anymore. It's not good enough, right? And you can thank the internet, you could thank social media, you could thank women for having all these modern conveniences and being able to market themselves because they look at it like, all right, well, I have all these options, all these men hitting me up. Why should I go with an average guy? Yeah, that's how they look at it. And for the guys that are watching, right, I've used this analogy before. Let's imagine, right? We're going like a dream scenario.
Let's do it.
Let's say you have like a bad chick, two bad chicks that are always available to you. They're attractive, they cook, they clean, they do everything you need, right? Sex, command, whatever. Would you tolerate bad behavior from women? Would you let women flake on you? Would you let women talk back to you? Would you let women disrespect you? The answer is probably no, right?
Right, because you can go to your
exactly. That's how women feel about men now because they make their own money. So it like for people, guys to really understand it, like they really have this mindset of like you need to not just be there, but you need to be superior, and you need to be more than I'm already getting. Yeah. Like in other words, if in the guy scenario, she would need to be the third bad chick for you to even like sit there damn near perfect because you already got two girls. Yeah. And I think once men kind of understand this is where modern women are operating from, they got two bad bitches at all times, namely their career and title, then it'll allow them to understand that, okay, I need to really be that dude to be able to garner that type of attention. That's why guys at the top are getting all the checks.
Yeah, man. And even the guys, like the guys who like get like high value guys or guys who get a bunch of girls, I know a lot of these guys, right? They'll still fuck an average chick. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Right. So imagine the average chick is fucking these fucking millionaires or fucking ballers or celebrities, right? Every once in a while. They won't wife them. Yeah. But they'll fuck them.
Yeah.
Right.
The women have access to them. That's the most important thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And then so why she gonna put up with your regular ass? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what you're saying?
Yeah. No, and I think guys really need to understand that like most men are kind of like mosquitoes to women. It's annoying. You know what I mean? Like what the fuck? And once guys wake up and realize this, then they'll understand like why it's so important to self-improve. Like I tell guys, look, you self-improve for yourself, but a byproduct is women are gonna treat you better too. Yeah. Because you've like worked on yourself and shit versus can you get chicks when you're broke? Of course you can. You can go ahead and get the girls. Yeah. But you're going to have to deal with some bullshit. So you can either deal with the pain now where you're, working hard on yourself and making it easier later on, or you can go ahead and deal with the pain later on.
Yeah.
Where when you get the chicken, you won't be able to, you know, keep her or whatever, and dude's gonna be hitting her all the time. It's just a hell, bro.
You know, one of my mentors was Owen Cook.
Yep.
Right. You know, from RSD, like, you know, back in the day, you know. And one thing they used to say, and and Owen's my man. I'm not trying to diss him or what he had going on, because I would never, you know, 48 laws of power, never outshine the master. But one thing they used to always say was, looks don't matter, money don't matter. The only thing that's important is game. Right. Yeah. And I guess that worked for them because their game was so elite. But think about how elite your game has to be to make that happen. You have to overcome all the other shit. And then it's like, but if you fix yourself first, then it's like you got these improvements and you don't even have to try hard to get the girls. You know,
and it's interesting because you know, I spoke with Owen before, Mystery, these guys that are, you know, legends in the pickup space. And I think one thing that wasn't as developed as it is now is the social media. Right. Yeah. So like in the early 2010s when RSD was taking off, or the early 2000s when Mystery was killing it with VH1 and everything, we didn't have this advent of a smartphone where women had access to thousands, if not millions of men. So that I would say social media is what really changed the game, because I was watching this video like a couple of days ago on X and Twitter, for those that are unaware, and not what you would think.
I was like, what,
in the 90s,
X videos?
Yeah,
that's what you want?
they went around and they saw a bunch of girls in the mall and they went and asked them, "Hey, why are you guys here?" And every girl said, "Shopping and looking for boys." And it used to be like women actually, like, you know, would do a little bit of work and go and try to, like, they would have to go outside to meet men, right?
I remember the 90s.
Like male attention mattered.
Yeah.
But now it's like they get it from as soon as they wake up, a million text messages and DMs. They don't have a real respect for male attention anymore. So things have changed, man. Like, with that said, does that mean that like the info that RSD or Mystery gives is bad? No, absolutely not. Because the practice and the way to do it still works. Building attraction, everything they said is true. Yeah. It's just that you kind of almost have to adapt it to the new normal now, where you're going to deal with more rejections. Women are going to be pickier. Game is absolutely important,
for sure,
but to a degree. Like I would say, like, you get maxed out faster now than before. You might have been able to get away with a lot more back then than now. But like now, girls got all this access. It's tough.
So self-improvement is the way.
I think, self-improvement, and even that's not going to save you a lot of times.
Yo,
and I hate to be black-pilled about this, but like even all that does is lets you play the game.
Yeah, it gets you in the game.
Yeah, like it lets you walk into the casino, but you can still gamble and lose your money. So that's what I would say. Like, it really, you're fighting for an opportunity to just present yourself.
Okay, let's say the guy wanted to fight for that opportunity.
Yeah.
What are like maybe like the 7 traits? Like, we can pick like 7 traits this guy would have to acquire in order to be able to be in the game and, you know, have a better result with women.
So I think it was 4 or 5 things that I say that guys need to have in place before they get married. But this applies also to like getting a girlfriend too, because all of the girlfriend process is basically, you know, a chicken training. So I say before a serious relationship, at least 35, making 6 figures a year, 100K, have 6 months to a year of savings somewhere. Okay. In the gym, have had sex with 50 women, right? Okay. Now, and I said be in shape, right? So that's like the 5 things. And then to add another 2 for this situation, I would say, and this is kind of underrated, be a good speaker. And the reason why is because if you can speak well and you got a good command on the English language, it number one, it demonstrates status, it shows competence. And when you're able to speak well, you come off as very sure of yourself, which is very attractive to women. Yeah. Right. And it gives you a little pompous air, like, yeah, bitch, I'm better than you. Right. Right. Because what I've realized, like, as much as women sit there and say 50-50 and half and half, and we're going to be partners and shit, they don't want none of that, bro. It's all a lie. Yeah. It's all a lie. They just want a dude that's better than everything, that can just tell them what it is. So I think your ability to articulate yourself and have a good vernacular is important.
My girl once said that, I heard her say some shit to the effect of, men fall in love with their eyes, women fall in love with their ears.
Absolutely.
You know,
and having a good command on national English language is good. Like, you know, and people will be surprised when people say, "Oh, you have game." It's not what you say; it's how you say it. Yeah. Like, if I take 2 different scenarios, and in one scenario, a guy walks up like, "Oh, you dumb bitch." Yeah. She might be really offended by that. Call HR and shit. But then you go in with another guy. "Oh yeah, you dumb bitch." Right. Tom, you're so funny, right? Bro. Like, the way women interpret information is they interpret the way it's said and who is saying it. Yeah. They care way more about that than the actual content of the information, versus with us, what's the content of the information.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really care too much about how it's conveyed or who conveys it, unless like, especially if that individual is doing better than us. But with women, they don't have the same hierarchy structure like we do. So like, I'll give you an example. There's like 10 girls, right, in a room. Oprah walks in. Yeah, they'll kind of be like, oh, this is impressive. But the reality is, who commands the most status in the room? The hottest girl. No one gives a fuck that Oprah's a billionaire, right? Versus for us, it's the other way around. A successful guy walks in, right, worth a bunch of money. Automatically, there's going to be a pecking order in that room.
Right.
Men automatically assimilate the sums into hierarchy because they know, okay, this guy has done something right. He obviously is successful. We're going to almost defer authority to him to a degree. So what I've noticed with men is like they're able to delineate this way easier than women do, because from us, we come from a competence standpoint. For them, they have a bunch of weird, arbitrary ways that they compete. And it typically has to do with looks. Yeah. So Oprah holds no real value, like to amongst other women.
So they say they wouldn't, I find it hard to comprehend, right? Because I'm a man, right? It's hard for me to think like that. If it's like, if a billionaire, I don't care who it is, me, I'm thinking like, oh, this motherfucker's done some shit. But I can't, I mean, I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. It's just, it's hard for me to even wrap my mind around that thought process.
Yeah. And of course I'm talking about like the average woman, right? Are there some women out there that are ambitious and business minded where they would have that same level of appreciation? Absolutely. Yeah. But the average chick isn't going to give a shit. Like they're more concerned with who's the prettiest. That's how women compete for their mating partners versus like when men, we compete with success, they compete with youth and beauty. Okay. So you said the first one was over 35. Why'd you say over 35? Okay. So the reason why I say over 35, because at this point you have some life experience. You've been through some shit. Hopefully you've suffered enough. Yeah. I do think suffering is something that we don't put enough emphasis on in a male journey. And you should be in a position where you're financially secure too, to some degree. By 35. Okay. So 35 is okay. So basically you've had enough experience. Yeah. 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 That's a big one. Like having enough experience, because in an ideal situation where you got a girl, you need to be the leader and almost be like her captain. Yeah. And, you know, a good captain isn't determined by, you know, how he can move the ship. He's determined by how many voyages he's successfully, you know, embarked on and come back from. So that's why I think it's important to have that, how do I say that? That refinement from age. And there's some things that can only come with age and experience. Absolutely. You know. Okay. And what was the second one? So making six figures a year. 100,000, I would say. Okay. And why do you say that? It could be done. If you live in the United States or any, you know, first world country, it can be done, man. Yeah. Six figures, you know, is absolutely doable for almost anybody, right? And you can do it with low skill labor jobs. Bro, I did it in the during the recession. It was after no Uber, nothing. You did it at the worst time. After my father killed himself, right? And I was, you know, I just worked a bunch of jobs, and they were, you know, nobody was hiring. I had a college degree, and you know, it was record unemployment, record layoffs. Ford, GM was going out of business. So I was like, all right, man, I work for moving companies. I work security, you know, and I made six figures. It was awful, but I did that shit for 2 years, you know, because I had to take care of my family. You know? And I think it's very important for me to say, like, 'cause some people might say, oh, Myron, you're out of touch with reality. Well, the difference between me and a lot of these influencers, I worked a real job before this shit. Yeah. So when I was working for the government, I was making roughly like $120,000 a year. And then obviously I worked with you. Yeah. Shout out to Brandon, by the way. Yeah. And I started my fitness business. I scaled that up to, you know, 100, 200K a year. So I had this job, right, which I was extremely invested in, extremely busy with. I had, at the time, funny enough, when I met you, I had one of the top cases in the country, a national security case. Had to do with Canada and Sri Lanka and some shit like that. But, and I got an award for that case. So I was like really invested in my work, but I still was able to run a side business and scale that up to six figures. So if I could do it with our full-time job, you can do it too. Yeah. Right. And you don't have to necessarily have a degree. Now, with that said, if you're not a skilled individual, you're going to have to make up with that through time. Right. Right. And that's going to suck. And a lot of people don't want to be able to give up their sports and their beer and fucking, you know, weekend bullshit. What was that like for you? Because you had a prestigious job, and it was, you know, a good job, but you also built your business sometimes. What kind of hours were you working? So so that job, right? And for those that are wondering, I used to be a special agent with Homeland Security Investigations. So I did criminal investigations. I started my career in Texas, and then I came down to the Miami field office. So since that job is a very sporadic job where like you're on call, you got a take home car, you're working all hours of the day. A typical schedule for me would be I'd wake up like noon, right? I'd go to the office, right? I would do my work, whatever I need to do. I leave 6, 7, 8 p.m. Okay. Come in, work on my business, then go back to doing what I was doing with the other stuff, right? Write reports, whatever it may be, depending on what I did that day. If I debriefed an informant or talked with a witness or whatever. Because that's what I would typically do, go to the office. Because like a lot of the times, if you're doing shit as an agent, you're not in the office like that. You're going to be interviewing people, talking to informants, whatever, right? So,
hold up. No, tell him I'm sorry. My fault.
No problem. So when I was doing this, I'd do that work first, and then I'd go and do my regular job. I'd do the fitness business stuff, and that would take me well into the night, and then I'd go to sleep and just kind of repeat it, and then like. Yeah, that's kind of how I did it. And then on weekends, I'd days that I wasn't working for the G, I'd catch up a lot there. And thankfully, it was all online, so I could like communicate with my clients on the phone. Everything was done through an app, so it's pretty streamlined.
Hold on, time out. Tell them we'll do it real quick. We'll do it quick, but just tell them to chill. My fault. All right. So you was doing that, and then you started in. So how many hours a week was that?
With Uncle Sam or with the business
total?
Oh, bro, easily. You know when you do shit sometimes that you don't even realize is for work, but you think you're off, right? So like it was 80 hours easily. Like if I'm gonna count all cumulative time, because everything I did was like for one of the two. Like so,
it was either for your online fitness business or for the government. Yeah,
exactly.
And you know what's funny, man? You know I get people make YouTube videos talking shit about me. Because I say, man, you know, if you're fucking broke, start working 80 hours a week. You know what I'm saying? You can do it if you plan your time. And people I didn't know that working hard was such a controversial thing, you know, like it's weird. Is. Like I guess people got super soft, you know.
No, they're pathetic. And that's why I always like to tell my story, right? I don't do it to like toot my own horn, but I'm like to let people know, like, look, I wasn't like one of these influencers or whatever. I had a real fucking job with real responsibility, doing real shit, right? Arresting terrorists and all this other shit. I found a way to do it. You're telling me you can't find a fucking way to do it?
Bro.
No excuses, man.
And I was doing it with like a less prestigious shit.
Yeah.
Before I started, you know what I'm saying? And then, so you were doing that and you started your business. Guys, if you want to learn how to start your online fitness business, I got a free ebook called The 10 Commandments of Online Training. And it basically show you the principles that, you know, I taught Myron when he was starting his online fitness business and everything. And you know, like 15,000 other students. It's free. The link's in the description. All right.
Definitely get in there, guys. Yeah. Like, you guys probably wouldn't be seeing me right now if I didn't work with you in the beginning, because that money I made from that business, a good amount of that I invested into our first studio. So I was able to put away a good amount of money to scale up. Because then I realized, all right, so if I want to get like client acquisition, I need to get on the internet and get on YouTube, right? And this is obviously before the oversaturation of YouTube. Early 2020, before the pandemic broke out. So I started getting on YouTube and making videos and stuff, and you know, we started to blow up. So that was like really helpful. But I wouldn't have taken that step had I not had the fitness business and had that incentive to get on YouTube.
I remember when you first started, it wasn't Fresh and Fit, it was Unplugged.
Unplugged
I think
fitness.
I was like the first or second guest.
You know what I'm
saying? So that's what's up.
Yep.
All right, cool. What was so be over 35, make 6 figures. What else you got to do?
Have 6 months to 1 year of savings.
Okay. Tell me why that's important.
Because so whenever you have like money saved, right? Like, and you can deploy it into something or whatever, just for better sound of mind. And then the other thing too is like, you never know what'll happen.
You never know what'll happen. Shit happens. People die, family members. You know, my cousin fucking died in a car accident, right?
Oh, I remember that.
And you were, because I was on the podcast shortly after. He died in the car, and then $20K for a funeral, right? And then you know, what do we?
I remember that, Brandon. Like, you just handled everything. You told this family, like, don't worry about it. I'm just. But see, that's the thing. Like, that's why it's so important to have that money, because like when push comes to shove, there's going to be times where people are going to need help. And you want to be that guy to be able to say, I got you.
Because I felt, you know, after my father killed himself, I thought to myself, man, I don't know what the amount is, but there is an amount of money that if I had it, I'd still have a dad. I don't know what the amount is, right? You know what I'm saying? But there is an amount that if I had it, he would have saw a different, he knew he would have had a different path. And
that's interesting that you come with that perspective, because I vowed that I would never be in that position again, right? So when my cousin died, you know, his daughter was in private school. I'm like, you know, now keep her in the school. You know, they only got one income now, right? He didn't have life insurance and that, right? So I'm like, I not keep her in school. I got it, you know, like all type of shit. Bought him a new playground. We got a bunch of gifts for him. You know, I try to be like a father figure, but I didn't know that was gonna happen. You know, I mean, I'll give you a story too, right? So a lot of people criticize me all the time for not talking about what's going on in Sudan, which, you know, I've been vocal about it a bunch of times, but I'll tell this story. So my uncle used to work for the Omar Bashir administration, which, you know, now he's in jail for fucking war crimes and shit like that.
Oh shit.
But and this is North Sudan. Sudan used to be one country before the civil war, and it got split up, and that's a whole other conversation.
Yeah.
But long story short, anyone that had worked under the Bashir administration, they were looking to kill them. So he needed to get the fuck out the country.
Yeah.
And my parents didn't have the money to get him a flight to Qatar. So they hit me and they say, hey, we need $3,000 to get your uncle out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're looking for him. They're going to kill him. I was like, yeah, what the fuck? Of course. Just whatever. You guys have my card. Buy him a ticket, get him the hell out of there. Could you imagine, like, had I not had that money?
Bro.
His blood would be on my hands.
Bro.
And this is why it's so important, guys. Like, obviously, we're giving you guys the most serious situation of when you might need that money. But it could be life or death sometimes.
It could be.
Where people are really in a bad spot and they don't have nowhere to turn. And you might be the person that puts them in a situation where they can avoid dying. Obviously, this is an extreme situation.
That's extreme. But you never know, man.
You never know, man. So, you know, what's going on in Sudan right now is fucking awful. And I've talked about it with the civil war and how they're fighting amongst each other. But shit's real, man, in other parts of the world. And I don't think people understand what it's like to be in America, and they don't have an appreciation for speaking English, having an American passport, being in the best country in the world, all the opportunity here. People would kill to have that shit. But we're over here complaining, oh, I don't feel like working.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, bro. Like, a lot of these people have never been anywhere that's actually poor and seen people like starving and dying. Like, I think anyone that has an issue with motivation, all you motherfuckers should go to a third world country and hang out for a month and realize how good you have it. You will come back to America and kiss the fucking floor. I never forget when I was 15 years old, I went to Egypt. I spent a couple months there, and it was fucking terrible. Yeah. Cairo, people think it's nice. No, Cairo is not sweet. It sucks. Came back to America. I never forget. I fucking kissed the floor at the JFK International. And I said, bro, I had a newfound appreciation for living in the United States. But people need that sometimes because people are fucking
reality
spoiled.
Check, man.
Yeah.
Somebody need a reality.
But that's why it's important to, like, in your story, my story, why it's so important to have that money, man. You never know.
It's not if, it's when, right? Like the next tragedy is around the corner. Like, nobody's life is an unbroken boulevard of green lights. And maybe even not your life, maybe a family member, you know, somebody gets sick or somebody needs some help or something. Like, you know, I think about that a lot. Like, if there's the amount of money that if I had it, you know what I'm saying, I'd still have a dad. So I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to let that happen again. And that was a big motivation for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know, so, and then I think also the other thing, I think you owe it to your parents to be able to, like, put them in a position where they can say, I don't want to work anymore. I think that's important too. I think, you know, it's your duty as a man to retire your mom. Yeah. So now I've been telling my mom for years she needs to quit her job. Yeah. She still works here and there, but that's because she gets bored, right? Yeah. Like,
sometimes people want to do something. Yeah.
But you know, I tell her, like, look, you're not in a position anymore where you need to work like you had to when I was a kid.
That's what's up.
So I think that's very important too.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's the savings comes in, and then obviously to support a woman. And then what was the next one?
Well, you had so
being in shape.
Being in shape.
That's
Tim. You tell me. I mean, I've only been talking about that on the internet for like 15 years. But why do you think it's important? Why? What would you say?
Well, you know, I think if you know, for those that might hate exercise, I think even if you hate exercise, the discipline and the skill set it teaches you of, you know, delayed gratification, being disciplined outside of the gym, and another thing too is it keeps you away from a lot of bullshit. You know, you're going to be a lot less reluctant to do drugs or drink alcohol if you just busted your ass in the gym earlier that day. So it'll keep you more honest as well. And then you learn these character traits that'll take you in other parts of life.
You know, the reason I became a trainer is because, you know, when I first got into fitness, because I used to get in a lot of fights in high school and shit. And I wanted to win fights. So I started working out for violence. Like, well, a lot of people work out for bitches. Like, for bitches. I was like, nah, I want to fight better. I want to be more effective. And but what I noticed when I got bigger, I didn't need to fight. Yeah. Right. You know, predators look for prey.
They do.
Right. So people just don't fuck with you as much. Yep. You know, and it was just interesting. And then some of those same kids, right? You know, I remember I went away for a summer, and during that summer, I worked with a family friend who was a trainer. He was voted best trainer in Chicago, Aaron Muhammad, and he was on the South Side. He let me work out with him. Right, cool dude. You know, he was on Farrakhan's
Bodyguards.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So
okay.
He's not fucking, of course. He's a G. And, you know, he taught me how to box. He was a Golden Glove champion and all types of shit. And I worked with him like all summer, right? And I was like, man, I can't wait for one of these little motherfuckers to talk some shit. And then nobody did, right? Yeah. And in fact, they started asking me for workout advice. Yep. So I started kind of training them. Yep. And when I noticed that whole personality changed,
Yeah, and you know, people will be shocked at like how just building yourself up in the gym a little bit will deter a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
You know why? To give a more, I guess, an example. Why do we not, you know, fuck with Russia that bad or like that much, right?
Yeah.
We do things here and there, but it's always through proxy, right?
They have a formidable.
They have a nuclear arsenal. They got more than we do.
Formidable opponent. Yeah.
You know, and then same thing with Russia. Why do they not fuck with us? Like everything is done through other countries and proxy because the reality is both of us are nuclear powers and we know that we can destroy each other.
Yeah.
So that mutually assured destruction, ironically enough, maintains peace.
Yeah, man. And you know, but it also changes their personality, you know, because to get in shape, you gotta start keeping these promises that you make to yourself every day. And you know, a lot of people, they struggle with confidence, and I think, man, you haven't given yourself a reason to be confident, bro. Yeah. You know, when you start doing the things you're supposed to do every day, eating right, working out right, drinking enough water, getting enough sleep, you start keeping these little promises you make to yourself every day. You start to trust yourself more. And you actually give yourself a reason to be confident. Right? You can't just make it up. Confidence comes from competence. You know?
Competence leads to accomplishments, which then leads to confidence.
You know what I'm saying?
People don't get it, that like this is like a trajectory that can't be fucked with, because if you try to just let me just get the confidence, it's not going to be authentic.
And you like yourself more too. So imagine if somebody you cared about was telling you every day, hey man, I'm gonna do this for you, and they don't do it. Over time, you probably gonna like have some disdain for that person.
Of course.
But that person is you. Right. You know, that person is you. But if that person does something that's good for you every day, he does the thing, even if it's difficult for him, you'll like that person. You'll appreciate that person. That person is you. You know what I'm saying? That's what you get from fitness.
That's absolutely true, man. I mean, if you can't even tell yourself the truth, then you got some big problems coming your way.
And if you can't get, you know, if you say you're going to work out and you don't, you kind of like, you're not proud of yourself if you do that. And if you keep doing that over and over again, you know, how you going to feel?
Slope of, you know, mediocrity.
And then you have to, you know, have substances or different things to make you feel better, right? To mitigate the feeling of inadequacy that you're experiencing, because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Right.
And that's where the depression comes in. I remember me, you and Moneyberg were talking about this. And Andrew Tate's mentioned this too, you know, where we say like depression isn't real. And what we mean by that is like, we're not talking about the clinical depression, but like when people feel sad and, you know, they get depressed or whatever, that's honestly a healthy byproduct of you being a fucking loser.
I mean, sometimes that shit makes sense. You know, sometimes if you look at your life, or you look, not even your life, your behavior. Right. You know, like the things you're doing every day, it's like, I mean, why should you be happy with yourself? You got to give yourself a reason to like yourself, or a reason to be happy with who you are. You know?
Happiness, you know, we've been sold this fairy tale in the West that happiness is deserved. No, it's earned, and it's earned every single day. Like you have to earn being happy, right? So I think once people can get over that and realize that their happiness is truly like that's on you, it's not on society or anybody else, that'll put more accountability on them. But we live in this world like everyone deserves to be happy. Like, no,
you don't grow up, you know, like children. I get it. Like you can make a kid happy by giving them some toys or taking them to the amusement park or something, you know, letting them watch TV. Right. But as an adult, it's got to come from within. You got to make it yourself. You know what I'm saying?
And another thing too, I think, you know, just the way things are in life, like there's always that polarity, right? There is no up without down. There is no sad without happy. Like there is no hate without love. So you need to experience all those different emotions to actually have an appreciation for it. You know, you look at a lot of these like young celebs or streamers that are making millions upon millions of dollars. They always get depressed or take some time off, or like they have an issue. And the reason why is because, well, if you became a millionaire at 21 years old, do you really have the prerequisite life experience to appreciate that money and appreciate that status?
Fact. I never thought about it.
And 9 out of 10 times you don't. You end up like as a spoiled fucking brat, because if you didn't get it out the mud, then you don't know what the mud feels like. So that's another thing too, where I think it's very important that people understand, you know, if you're following somebody for advice or whatever, what's their life story, right? Were they in your shoes? Were they in a similar situation? And this is kind of where that maturity and getting someone that's actually been through it is very important.
No, that's a fact. Okay. So we got being over 35, making 6 figures, having 6 months of savings, being in shape. What else did you have?
And then the last one, this is my most controversial one, is you need to hook up with 50 girls.
50 girls.
Everyone in the traditional conservative space, whether it's Ben Shapiro or any of these other like big conservative commentators, you know, they always criticize me for this and say, oh, well, you're promoting degeneracy. You're promoting sex without out of marriage and shit like that. And though I understand their argument and I respect it, what I think people need to kind of understand, especially in that conservative space, because a lot of them tend to be fucking delusional, is most people in the United States identify as secular. Most people aren't devout Christians. Most people aren't devout Muslims. Most people aren't devout Jews. So with that said, you kind of have to adapt for the new normal, because we live in a world now where I call it like a deregulated sexual marketplace. And what that basically means is anyone can hook up with anyone, assuming age of consent is met. Right? It's fucking crazy now. Right? So, and they're trying to legislate other stuff, which I won't even go further. But the point is that assuming age of consent is met, you can do whatever. Right? So with that said, we thought that would be a good idea in the 60s. Like, yeah, let women hook up with who they want. Free love. We could all get laid. But what they don't realize is if you give women the power to decide who they want, what are they going to do? They're going to pick the cream of the crop. That's what they naturally do. And then you compound that with what we were discussing earlier, where they have their own jobs, aka you got two bad bitches. They don't really fucking need a majority of guys. And this is why most women now see guys as mosquitoes. So now that, and that's kind of like me painting the picture of where we are in society, right? Religion is no longer a valid way to contain female hypergamy. We used to be able to shame them for being 304s. We used
burn
to
them at the stake.
All that shit, right? Like we had all these things in place.
Burn the chick at the stake.
Can't
you
do
can't
it.
even burn a witch from being a witch no more.
Can't do it, man. She can ride around with the broom and she just chilling. So you know what I mean? Like they literally actually they encourage them to be witches. So since we don't have these things in place no more, like these chicks are out of line, bro. They're out of order, right? So like, you know, one of my buddies, Minister Jeff, he's hilarious. He said this shit. Bro, if Jesus Christ can't save these hoes, what the fuck makes you think you can? And that's true. That's so true, right? Like, you know, like a lot of these girls don't have God in their life. So to have this concept of we need to be traditionally conservative and all this other shit, it's just not applicable in today's society. So all that to say this, 50 women will put you in a position where you understand hypergamy, you understand female nature to a degree, and most importantly, you've been laid before. So girls can't leverage sex against you for compliance. We all know what girls do. Hey, you want some pussy? I'm gonna dangle it. You need to do X, Y, Z.
I didn't think about that part. Now that now it's starting to make sense to me. You know, because you see a lot, even on sitcoms, you know, or TV. You know, you watch TV, like, well, do something the girl don't like, and she's like, oh, you're not getting none of this. You know, it's like, damn. And it's not only is it like shown openly, it's incentivized for women to leverage sex against men for compliance. So with that said, we know what their weapon is. The modern woman's weapon is this: I'm going to sell you purity, and I'm going to leverage sex against you for some type of compliance. But what men don't know is that when you allow her to exercise that leverage on you for that sex for compliance, what you've inadvertently done is you've given her the frame. You lose the frame, you lose the game. Boom. Right? The frame. Can't never. It's better to lose the girl than lose the friend. And then guys, well, Myron, that's not true. Yeah, it is. How many of you dumbass niggas sit there and say, I'm in my man cave, happy wife, happy life. I got it. Let me run this with my girlfriend. That's where we are as a society, where men now, it's popularized and socially acceptable to have your woman be the final decision maker. What kind of fucked up world is that? I got it. Like, it's ridiculous, dude. So like in my mind, I'm like one of the few people fighting back against this. Like, no, it's happy king, happy kingdom. That chick's got to listen to you, not the other way around. I'll be fucking damned if I'm going to have my own house and have a man cave. But that's where we are. So, and we're there because men get into relationships. They're scared to lose the girl. They don't have the prerequisite sexual experience. And the next thing you know, she's running circles against them. And I'll use this one analogy and then I'll turn it back to you. If I told you, right, that you're going to have the most important boxing match of your life at 40 years old, and you're going to be getting in the ring with someone that's been training for 20 plus years uninterrupted, 30 years uninterrupted. Would you train for that fight? More than likely you would. Right? That fight for a lot of guys is marriage and a long-term relationship. But what guys don't know is by the time a woman hits puberty, she's been hit on thousands of times. By the time she's in her 20s, tens of thousands of times. If she in 30s, even more so. So you're effectively dealing with someone who has way more practice dealing with the opposite gender than you. I didn't think about that. So like if you're going to go ahead and get into this boxing match, which I would consider marriage and a relationship and a family, if you don't understand how to keep the upper hand, she's going to get the upper hand. And then it's just a matter of time until that relationship is over. And I don't think men understand how important this is. And this is why we have such a high divorce rate in America, because guys are soft. They let their woman run the relationship, and it comes directly back to their sexual inadequacy and unawareness.
and the guy and the woman being able to bully him and doing what she does. But if you've been laid before and you understand female nature, you have an abundance mindset. Hey, this is the way it's going to go. Well, I don't agree. Okay, well, fuck off then.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
That's another reason why you got to get a prenup. Because otherwise, look at a motherfucker like Will Smith. Will Smith doesn't, well, I've heard that he doesn't have a prenup.
Mm-hmm.
So he got to put up with all this bullshit or give up millions.
Cooked.
Yeah. So he's got to deal with all this bullshit. She's fucking her friends. She's fucking her son's friends. She's acting crazy, going bald and shit.
Yeah.
You know, and he got to put up with all that shit or give up, you know, a few $100 million.
Yeah. And again, like, you know, was Will Smith like, you know, getting women before Jada? Of course.
For sure.
But
he lost the frame.
Yeah, he lost the frame.
Yeah.
And even as a, you know, powerful guy that's very famous, etc., he lost the frame. And I don't think men understand that that's how important it is to maintain the frame. And you having sexual experience is critical to that because she can't manipulate you. Their number one weapon is manipulation through sex. Yeah. If she can't do that to you, you got her. Yeah. Because you could look her in the eye and be like, well, you know what? Hey, you don't want to comply? Get the fuck up out of here. Yeah. And if more guys were able to do that, we'd be in a way better position as a society. The families would stick together. The women would actually respect their men because they know they couldn't replace them. They'd want to have kids with them. Because the other thing too that men need to understand, and I know this sounds counterproductive, you actually have to work to not give your girl what she wants. Right? Tell me more about that. Yeah. So like when she says dumb shit like, oh, I like nice guys. I want flowers. I want XYZ. Like you need to be able to kind of translate that womanese to, oh, I want you to follow my lead. Oh, I want you to comply with my demands. Right? That's what she's really doing. Now, I'm not saying don't reward your girl or whatever. Of course you do that. Yeah. But the issue is that guys are looking for approval of their girl, right? To, you know, maintain a relationship versus doing what they want to do when they feel like it. And this is why bad boys and guys with these dark triad traits do so much better with women because they put themselves first. Right? So, and guys have to do that. You got to put yourself first because here's the thing. If you put her first, she gonna leave you anyway because you're not focusing on yourself and making money. But if you focus on yourself and making money and being successful, she benefits as a byproduct. Yeah. So, but we live in this, and I say all that to basically bring it to full circle that if you don't have the number one way that we're manipulated is through sex. Yeah. If you don't have the prerequisite experience, it's going to be easier for them to manipulate you with sex. And that's why I'm saying that 50 body count doesn't have to be 50 exactly. It could be fucking 20, 30, whatever. But I just need you to have some semblance and experience with women where she can no longer go, oh, I'm going to dangle the cooch. I want a guy to be able to look her dead in the face and be like, oh, this is the game that we're playing? Yeah. Right? You're saying we're not going to smash unless I take the garbage out? Or how about this? How about you get out? I want every single man in America to be able to look at their girl dead in the eye and be like, oh, really? Get out. Yeah. That happy wife, happy life shit, man. It's bullshit, bro. You know, I got in trouble. Not trouble. People started hating on me because I had a video about sales. You know, it's like a YouTube short or TikTok or some shit. And I was how to handle that objection. You know, I need to talk to my wife. Yeah. You know, and I think I handled it well. I didn't say nothing disrespectful to him or his wife, but everyone was like, man, no, they should talk about everything. That's hit her money too. I'm like, what? Y'all got the fucking world fucked up, man. Yeah. Like I'll be damn. Like, and it's because you know we could talk about why that is, right? Through feminism, etc. But basically, what feminism has taught not just women but men as well is that women are equal partners. And I would argue that's nothing. That's so far from the fucking truth. Because when you treat her like a partner, she sees you as an equal. When she sees you as an equal, that's when the disrespect begins. You know, like these women have more respect for their bosses than their husbands. You know what I mean? He's feeling this shit, man. Yeah, Frank he's like, hey, these niggas are spitting, man. Frank's like, yo, you know what? This nigga right here is speaking the truth. So, all right, what you said two more, I think. Oh shit. I was talking about. Oh damn, it was two more things. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. Chat, you guys help us out. 50 girls. Yep. Then you said be in shape. Yeah, because you wanted me to add two other things for your girlfriend. That's for serious relationship. I'm trying to think here. Chat, tell us what the other two were. I got lost in my train of thought, man. Body count. Body. What can you? So they're already making money, making six figures. So they're probably living on probably got their own place. You know, they're probably, you know, they're in good shape. There was two more half savings. Yeah, that I added extra.
You said
Guys,
35
two
years
things
old.
that I had extra. It's not one of
able
the.
to speak. You talk about.
Oh yes. Being able, yes, because that shows a level of competence, and being a good speaker works for you because women don't really care too much about how you say what you say. It's about how you say things.
Yeah.
Right. So I would say that's really important.
That's very true, man. Like my girl said, man, guys fall in love with their eyes, women fall in love with their ears.
Yep.
And I felt her when she said that, man, because I don't remember nothing a bitch said.
Yeah, no, bro, I don't either, man. It's like Charlie Brown. I just hear womp, 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 womp. Like that's all I hear. That's all I hear, bro, when they be yapping, man. Because bro, it's a lot of fucking dumbass small talk, man. Mm-hmm. So, and then the other thing I would say, the last one is actually be smart, know some things, be an interesting individual. Mm-hmm. Because another thing too, and I've dealt with this when I've done consultations with guys that are like engineers or guys that are really like logically focused or mathematically brilliant. Yeah, they have an issue with being able to carry a conversation. Oh, so really? You need to get out there and like do shit or study shit so that like you just know random things. Yeah, and it makes you a more interesting person. Like I call it like you want to be able to like be a Snapple facts nigga, right? Like, you know, you used to open the lid and come with like a cool little fact. Yeah. Like you want to be able to like have some of that stuff in the back of your mind because it creates interesting conversation, which leads to interesting stories. Got it. Yeah. Yeah. And like it leads to competency as well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that will make you more interesting, right? Yeah. Whether it's through traveling, through reading books, through just self-education. You want to be an individual that's well-rounded that could talk about anything, right? Like me and you could sit here and we could talk foreign policy, we could talk geopolitics, we could talk about, you know, girls, we could talk about economy and money. Like you want to be that guy where you can literally have a conversation on damn near everything. Oh, we could sit here and talk about fucking Ted Bundy for an hour if you wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like you just want to be that type of guy where you we can talk about Ted Bundy some more. No, you know what I mean? So like it's whatever. So I think it's very important that people have that men have that how do I say this? That diversity. Now, the thing that may it's not a downside, but it's gonna make you more picky with women because it's like you can't you when you're talking to like a really dumb chick. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be difficult. Like the more well-read you are, it's gonna be difficult. You won't want to carry a conversation with her, but that's probably good. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you know that is true. But like with dumb girls like that are hot, like that's where like that confidence will come in a lot because then you can carry the conversation. Yeah, it'll be suck though, but it's gonna suck for you when she says some real stupid shit. You know. And the other thing too, I need guys to understand this too, and I've said this before. If you go on a date with a girl, right, and she has a bad time, let's say she's boring as hell, she's not intelligent, she's not interesting, she's not gonna look back on a date and be like, damn, you know what? Recap, I wasn't really cool. Like I just sat there in silence. I'm an idiot. No, she's gonna blame you for everything. Like guys really need to understand that. Like if you go out with a girl, right, and she's a fucking dry, boring, stupid as fuck, she's not gonna go back home and be like, damn, maybe I should like improve myself. No, she's gonna be like, he was boring. Yeah. So guys need to know that the onus is always on them when it's always on everything. Like when girls have sex with guys and they tell the girls, they ask, how was he? Yeah. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like they never talk about themselves. You know, they're like, fucking starfish. How'd you perform? You know, like all the onus is on the guy, you know, the date, all the onus is on the guy. Like everything is on us. And that's okay. I'd rather have the ball in my court. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I think once guys know that like if you're a boring guy and she's boring too, she's never gonna take accountability for that. You got to bring the fun. You got to bring the excitement. Yeah, because you know, again, I'm very blunt about this stuff. Most women are fucking idiots and stupid and not interesting. If I'm gonna be all the way 1,000, like a lot of them are fucking stupid. And what do you really think though? No, fuck they are bad. And then what I've noticed too, like a lot of the times, the hotter they are, the dumber they tend to be. Because it's like they've gotten. I know what you mean. They've got everything they wanted ever. Yeah. So there's no need to self-improve. Right? Like, why would you go out of your way to understand a gender that you look at as mosquitoes and annoying, and 90% of them aren't worth your time? Yeah. Why would you actually? What prerogative would you have to go out there and understand men? Most girls don't know what men want. They don't care what men want. They just know what they want and their standards, and that's all that matters. And then when they do finally meet the guy that they want, they're not in a position to even keep that guy because they never really gave a shit about what men want in the first place. Yeah, man. All that was well said. Modern women, man. All that was well said, man. Listen, well, we're gonna take a interruption. I want to bring in the homie Young Candlestick to talk about the market update. So something we do here, we analyze the financial markets. You know, sure. Well, my man Young Candlestick, we're gonna bring him in. We're gonna keep it short though. Because I want to get back to Myron. We're gonna do a tier list
of the type of
it's
bitches
gonna be funny.
you should date or stay away from. We're gonna rank hoes. All right, but first we gotta see what's up with the stock market. All right.
What's up, you guys?
What up, man?
Good to see you, Brandon.
What up, young candlestick, man? All right, so tell me about the market. This is what jump into it. I know we hitting all-time highs and shit.
We have a lot to talk about today, but I'm going to keep it short and fast. And first
Yeah.
of all, I want to say these are really important conversations. I hope you guys are paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
You guys should notice that both Brandon and Myron, they're both rich and successful, but they also work very hard. You know, Myron, I have a lot of respect for the work that you do. You stream a lot. Like,
Yeah,
you handle a lot of like difficult.
Greg, you need to get to the market. All right.
I appreciate that, man.
On the real estate market, I think that's very respectable. That's awesome.
All right.
So we're going to talk about gold, Bitcoin, stocks, real estate. Where should we put our money? You know, tomorrow we have the FOMC interest rate announcement. So the Federal Reserve is expected to lower interest rates by 25 basis points. So the market's going to go crazy tomorrow, basically. And what we have priced in on the options market is a $4 expected move. So if we hold above all-time highs, you can probably see a breakout in the SPY. If we break underneath 600, we could probably sell off. If we start to break this trend line, we could see a deeper sell-off.
Yeah, that's a rising wedge too, no?
It's a slight rising wedge. It's not super bearish. You know, it's just something to consider. And for those of you guys that don't know me, I am a CMT charter holder, which does mean I am a professional when it comes to technical analysis. Analyzing and forecasting trends, risk management, asset allocation, you name it. I'm like a weatherman for stocks.
Anything we're talking about, you can join our free Discord, the Victory Unit. I got free courses in there. I got a free baller mindset course. It's really good. It's free, all about the mindset of getting money. I have a free fat loss course I used to sell for $200. Now it's free. It's called Direct Hit. It's in there. And me and Greg are in there talking about the markets all the time, giving free stock advice, free tips. A lot of people made a lot of money off the free shit. So it's the free Discord. Check it out.
Yeah, come join the Discord. Say what's up. Next up we got is Bitcoin. Bitcoin did hit my $107,000 price target.
Yeah, you said that months ago.
Yeah, we've been talking about this since Bitcoin was starting to break out. And Bitcoin, it's really just going up because of the supply aspect. There's only so much Bitcoin available.
Only so much Bitcoin.
But Bitcoin went up a lot after Trump was elected president. And we were forecasting this because the betting markets had Trump more likely to win. So the betting markets where people are actually putting their money on the line, that's the most likely scenario, wherever people are betting their money. So Bitcoin, it's bullish as long as it's above 100,000 in the short term and medium term.
Okay.
Next up we got is gold. Gold, it's a really good way to store wealth. We've been talking about gold, buying gold earlier this year.
Yeah.
You know, in the next few weeks and months, I'm kind of neutral / slightly bearish gold, but I do think gold can outperform and do well longer term. So if you want to potentially get income from gold, you can buy this income ETF, GLDI. This spits out income each and every month, and it's correlated to the price of gold. So that's just an alternative asset class. Of course, we've been talking about Tesla. Get in Tesla before the election.
Yeah, we were talking about that, right? We said, yo, if y'all hadn't been watching, Greg said, yo, Trump's probably going to win. Get you some motherfucking. I predicted Trump was going to win, and Greg said, if Trump's going to win, you should get you some Tesla. And look at him. He was right again.
Tesla all-time high breakout. I gave a 420 price target by the end of the year. We're at 483. My longer-term price target on Tesla is $700 a share. Short term, the stock is really overbought. You're probably going to want to wait for a pullback. Maybe something like 420, 414, or even something like 360 could be entry points for a longer term buy. And again, none of this is financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I'm looking at and what I'm potentially going to do.
Telling you what we doing if you smart.
Yeah, exactly.
Telling what we and the smart people doing. All right.
Exactly. And then just a few big cap tech stocks. Microsoft is starting to break out on this weekly wedge. We've been talking about this ever since it started to break out. I even put out a trade alert. Hey, I'm buying Microsoft calls at this point. And I do think Microsoft can hit all-time highs if the market stabilizes after FOMC. Okay.
Listen, guys, when he said trade alerts, so we got something called Victory Trades where Greg gets his trade alerts straight to your phone, tell you what he's buying and when he's selling, start giving you the trades like in real time. And if you join Victory Trades, Greg and I, we both trade every morning live. We trade the market open every morning, and you can join us. I'm there most mornings, about 3-4 times a week, but Greg's there every morning. You know what I'm saying? And we're both trading live.
Can I have the bathroom real quick?
Yeah, man, go for it, man.
Yeah.
So if you want to join that, hit the go in the Discord, hit up Greg, Young Candlestick, and say, yo, I want to join Victory Trades. All right, let's continue.
Let me know. And just to forewarn you guys, I'm not some professional day trader, but I am really good at options income. I am really good at swing trading. Those are my specialties. Okay?
Yeah.
So just to kind of give you a good idea of what I specialize in. And Google is my largest holding. It continues to be my largest holding. If you're not in Google long, you could look for an entry around 184. So that's all I really had to cover today, unless there are some super chats or anything like that.
Myron went to the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna wait till he comes back. So what I wanted to ask you about Home Depot.
Yeah, let's check it out. So Home Depot coming into an area of support. The home builders are kind of selling off a bit right now. I would let this selling continue to just kind of wait itself out. And then once you start to see like a green day, that can be a potential entry point. I do think there are better stocks than Home Depot.
Yeah.
There are better things in rotation. Something to look at, Brandon, would be let UNH get really oversold. Let it get a green day, and UNH might rally 6 to 8% once it has that bottom put in. Okay.
Let's look at another stock that I've been calling out for months. It's Astra Networks.
Oh, what's
ANET?
ANET?
Yeah.
Oh, Arista Network. Okay. So what we have is we have a pennant breakout. We have a little bit of a dark cloud cover, which means we could see some selling for 2 or 3 more days. This is going to be heavily affected by the interest rate decision tomorrow. So that's going to be the barometer for this stock. A good entry point would be this gap right here, maybe about 107. So if it finds support around 107, that could be a buy. It is in a nice steady Eddie uptrend. Stocks that are in uptrends tend to continue that trend until they break those uptrends. So you want to go with the trend. So we're only looking for buy setups within that trend. Okay. So
one more trade desk.
TTD. Let's check it out. Yeah. You called this one out a while ago.
I called this one a long time ago.
This was Brandon called this stock out down at like 96. Stock is up about 40% since that point. I really like the structure of this because we have a healthy pullback. I know, right? We have a really healthy pullback from the highs. And look, it tries to sell off. It can't. And today we had a bullish engulfing candle. A bullish engulfing candle is a bullish buy setup. You can buy over the high and just put your stop loss underneath today's low. That's a simple candlestick type of trade.
All right, Greg. That's what's up, man. Appreciate it, guys. If you guys want to learn more about this, join the free Discord. holla at Greg and I. And if you want to get into, if you want to trade with us, just let them know, or you can just get the free shit out of the Discord. All right.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, thanks for having me. Nice to meet you.
No problem, homie. All right. That was the market recap. Yo, before we get back in with Myron, I got some fun I want to do. We got a tier list, right? But before we get into it real quick, I'm coming out with a free new program. Right. I just want to let them know, give them an update. It's going to be called the Influencer Domination Accelerator, where I'm going to work with people for 12 weeks. Every week, like it's going to be live and work with them and help and show them how to grow their social media. Right. Like show them how to grow Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Really just, and I'm going to work with them. I'll be reviewing their stuff, reviewing the things. It's really going to be like hands-on. Yeah. And we're going to launch it at the beginning of the year. If you want to get on the wait list, click the link in the description. You should see it. Join the wait list, and it's going to be because it's only going to be open for 1 week or so, or a few days. And then the people who get in, I'm going to work with them for 12 weeks, and we're going to make shit happen. It's not going to be expensive either, right? So, but it's going to be capped. Yeah. So just sign up for the VIP list. All right. Influencer domination. All right, cool. Myron, you give a lot of dating advice. Yeah. And one of the things you say is the type of women you should avoid, maybe the type of women you should date. So we put together a tier list right here, right? Boom. And we got, S tier, A tier, B tier, D tier, right? And we just got different kind of chicks. We kind of ranked them by profession, so we got OF girls, nurses, Uber drivers, teachers, YouTubers, a bunch of them. Let's go. Where would you rank these? Let's start with OF
I'm assuming
girls.
S being
that's the best.
Okay, the best. Yeah.
And D is like D stands for like dumpster or whatever, and it's the worst. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Or we can change this. This could be like this can be like. Should we change it? Like these are fucking.
Maybe ask the chat. What do you guys want? You want S tier to be the biggest thoughts or D to be the biggest thoughts? Chat. What do y'all want?
I think D should be who you should avoid.
Okay. All right. Then S tier is the good girls. Okay.
All right. Cool. All right.
So
we start with these OF girls, man. Where'd you place them? OnlyFans
D
girl.
automatic.
Is D? Tell me more about that.
Bottom of the totem pole.
Why is that?
So. Yeah, men need to understand. And I know we're laughing about it, but for the guys out there, because there are guys out there that actually think like, oh yeah, an OnlyFans girls can be. She doesn't have sex on camera, Myron. She just does bikini pictures. Blah blah. It's not about what she actually posts, so that is a component of it.
Yeah, it's
the fact that she's okay marketing herself sexually for monetary compensation every month. Yeah, that's the issue with OnlyFans. So. I don't because a lot of guys pay a lot of attention to what kind of content does she post, bro. The fact that she's on a website in the first place is terrible.
Yeah, I would never. I can just the way it would reflect on me. I can date a girl who had OnlyFans.
Because let's go. Let's say she does Bible study. Let's assume the best. That like she literally has an OnlyFans, right, where she's reading the Bible, whatever, and she's not a Thot 304. It's still a bad look because optically, like people, like if people find out, oh, your girl's on OnlyFans, it doesn't matter if she's a virgin and a good girl. Yeah. The optics alone is going to hurt you. Yeah. As a man. And I've always said, like, if a man does some fuck shit to his girl and his girl stands by him, she's not losing no status. If anything, she's going to be revered.
Man, you're so strong. Look at
Kobe Bryant's wife.
Yeah.
Remember when that shit happened? Like when he got accused of the, grape in Colorado back in like 04, 05 and his wife stuck by him. And now look, she's respected, philanthropist. Like people love her, high approval ratings, right? But you look at Will Smith, you gave that earlier.
Come on, man.
Girl does some bullshit. No one remembers I Am Legend anymore.
I won't even watch Will Smith ever since the fucking what did he say she was in a triangulation. She was in entanglement.
Entanglement.
As soon as he said that, I was like, I'm done with Will Smith movies.
Yeah. So a woman can absolutely tarnish a man's legacy, but a man can't really tarnish a woman's legacy because no one cares about a woman's legacy. We're gonna be honest. Nobody gives a fuck about her title or how much money she makes or her career. Like nobody cares about that. Yeah. Get back in the kitchen. Anyway.
Okay. All right. And now what about nurses? Where would we put nurses?
See, this one's tricky. Yeah. Because it depends on what kind of nurse they are. But what I will say is most of the time it's pretty problematic, especially traveling nurses. So I'll say a C. A C tier. Tell me why. Why? So a couple of different reasons. Number one, the nurses typically have to have some higher education. When women have higher education, they're more likely to be 304s.
Really? Why is that?
Sororities, getting the college experience, you know what I mean? Like just be thoughts. And then on top of that,
I never heard that before.
What ends up happening is they start ending up being groupies for the doctors and the physician's assistants and the other men that are higher status than her in the hospital. So they start being thoughts in that regard too, especially traveling nurses.
Really? You heard a lot of wild stories about?
Yeah, man. Anytime girls travel a lot,
I've heard this reputation.
Yeah, anytime girls travel a lot. Same thing with travel agents, like flight attendants. Maybe on some thought shit too. Yeah. Because women are less sexually discriminate when they're traveling, and they know that there's not going to be negative backlash or ramifications for their promiscuity. Okay. And their ability to travel and be in a different zip code one day and another one another day literally allows them to act like a hoe with impunity.
Hoe with impunity.
Hoe with impunity.
All right. What about Uber drivers? Like this is
this one is kind of middle of the road because like you can deal with some Uber drivers that like they might just be trying to make a buck and they don't want to do anything sexual to do it. Low skill or something like that. So it depends, but I would say B
tier,
middle of the tier.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a hot Uber driver?
One time.
Yeah, I think
I only think like one time.
Way before I had a girlfriend. I seen one.
Yeah. Like it was long time actually ago. Was seeing her for a little bit. Yeah.
I remember the first time I saw a female Uber driver, I was like, what the fuck is it?
Yeah. Nowadays, if I say it's a female, I cancel it. I'm serious, man. Bro, I'm not trying to die. These women can't drive, bro. Fuck that shit.
That's probably a smart move.
Yeah, it's like no benefit. She's not hot and she's a female.
Yeah.
No, man, there's no benefit to this. And I put my life in peril.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense, man.
Yeah.
What about teachers?
Ooh, this one is also could be bad. A lot of teachers tend to be thots.
Yeah, I heard that.
I'll say this: if she's still single as like a teacher, and she's like in her 20s or 30s, like yeah, she's gonna be a 3 or 4. I'll put that A. Okay. Yeah. Is it possible that she won't? No, excuse me. I meant to say more bad. She'll be probably C.
C tier. It depends on the age.
C. Yeah, it depends on the age.
An old teacher is a hoe.
If she's single.
A single old teacher is a hoe.
Like let's say she meets a guy in college, she gets married, and then she becomes a teacher. All right, I'm cool.
All right, yeah.
But like if she was single or whatever, and the other thing too with a lot of teachers, which this is strange to me, bro. You're from up north like me.
Yeah.
Teachers have to have master's degrees up north.
Yeah.
Bro, did you know down here, like they just have like they don't even gotta have a bachelor's?
Really?
Bro, it's fucking no wonder people in Florida are stupid.
Motherfucker, yeah, this test scores is really bad here.
Bro, so many girls on my show. Oh yeah, I'm a teacher. Wait, what?
Yeah.
You don't even have a degree. Yeah, like I was able to like do this test and get around it. What?
Who the fuck she teaching?
Bro, I don't know. Like, and they're teaching kids like of, like important age too. So I was like, because I remember to be a substitute teacher when I was in school, you had to have a bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
Now it's like, and to be a real teacher, you got to have a master's, right? Like they will let you be a teacher for a period of time, but it was under the premise that you would have a master's. But here in Florida, bro, these chicks don't have like nothing. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So that's why but it makes a lot of sense why people here are dumb.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Have you noticed people here in Florida are just like lower IQ in general?
Well, I got to live here, but
I don't know. Maybe I'm jaded because I've been here so long, bro. But people here are stupid, bro.
When I go to Fresh and Fit, I'm always surrounded by some dumb Floridians.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not you and not
yeah.
Fresh.
It's just like, I don't know. I've noticed like a huge IQ gap between people in the Northeast to people down here. Just dumb.
That's odd.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, YouTuber. Chick's a YouTuber.
Oh man, that's gonna be
that's gonna be
a C.
That's a C tier. Tell me
I
why.
almost want to put him D, but I'll put C.
Okay, tell me why.
Girls that are on the internet looking for status, a lot of the times are terrible partners.
In what way?
Because, okay, so women aren't really designed to have power.
Okay.
When they have power, bad things happen. Right. That's why every single society that's thrived has been a patriarchy, not a matriarchy.
Right.
And if there was a matriarchy, well, that shit didn't exist.
Yeah.
Right. It's not in the history books, or they got defeated. So I say that to say this: if a woman is a YouTuber, she needs to acquire status to be successful in said profession. Women that have status typically don't know how to behave. Right. And they can't stay in relationships because when they have status.
Oh yeah, that's this. I see where you're going. Go ahead. Tell me.
So like you look at someone like a Jennifer Lopez, right?
Yeah.
Let's use her. Chronically single or unable to find a relationship.
And she
Rihanna,
married
etc.
Like the fucking top tier motherfuckers, A-list actors, Mark motherfucking Anthony, and
Ben Affleck.
Yeah, Ben Affleck.
All these
fucking
people.
Batman.
Yeah.
She buried Batman. A-Rod.
Yep.
A-Rod. This motherfucking A-Rod wasn't enough.
Wasn't enough.
Yeah.
So
A-Rod and Batman wasn't enough.
Yeah. What you think you're gonna do? Like, bro. So it's like when because guys got to understand. Yeah, Diddy too.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So men got to understand that like when women acquire status and resources, they don't become better people. They just become harder to please and much more difficult to be in a relationship with.
Yeah.
So a YouTuber, her career is contingent upon acquiring status, hence more views.
Yeah.
That's problematic for you, especially if you're also a YouTuber.
You got
a regular
way
nigga.
bigger than her.
You got to be way bigger than her. And here's the other thing too, because I literally was talking about this. Like Kai and I started seeing this fucking girl the other day.
Yeah,
right?
I think I saw the video.
Yeah, and I was like, tell him like, bro, this is the L. Every single time I've ever seen a male influencer with a huge audience get with one of these chicks and they are also on YouTube and shit. What's up happening is that girl siphons people over to her.
Yeah.
A lot of his fans become her fans, and then them niggas leave. Right?
Once they get the
and then she leaves too.
Yeah.
So when women acquire status and resources, they look for something better. Right? Because like for us, like we don't give a shit about that. So we don't care about that, but they do.
You know what, man? Yeah, because I remember once, man, I got a girl's number at McDonald's, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She was using the fries.
Yeah.
She was
We don't care.
She was all right though.
Yeah.
And this long time ago. All right. And you know, the successful women I know, like successful women, they got their own businesses, or they're making a lot of money, or they're doing some big thing. They have a super hard time finding partners because they won't date down.
Yeah.
So now the pool is mad small of like potential guys.
And this is something that isn't really talked about enough.
Yeah.
That women become chained by their success versus men become unchained from their success.
Yeah.
Doors closed for them, doors open for us. So, you know, obviously this is like a very detailed explanation, but I need guys to understand that, like, when a woman is a YouTuber, her pursuit of status is going to be directly at odds with you. Yeah. Because as she acquires more status and fame, especially if you're not in that same profession, you're like a regular nigga, the likelihood of her leaving you is high. I've never seen it where the woman has significantly more status than the guy, and she sticks around.
I've never seen that.
Very hard to see.
I've never seen that shit. You know, there was a girl who used to work for me, and she started building. She was getting popular on the internet, and she was married. You know, probably for some papers or something. I think they was really in love, right? And then you know, she started like kind of getting popular. I was like, yeah, this shit ain't gonna last.
Yep.
You know?
Never does, bro.
And she left that motherfucker.
Yeah, never does, bro. Like this, and you know, people could call me a misogynist or whatever, but this is why the man has to maintain the frame. This is why the man has to have the fame. If we are gonna do this is why the man needs to have the money, because we know how to act when we get admired, bro. Yeah, women don't, man. Like, nah. Like, okay, if you get a gift as a man from a woman, you're never gonna forget that shit. Yeah. Right? You're gonna appreciate it. Yeah. You're gonna probably keep it. Yeah. She gives you a card or some other romantic shit. You're like, oh my God, wow. Because most guys don't get shit from women, right? Yeah. They really don't. A dude might go his entire adult life and never get a gift from a female.
Or a fucking compliment.
Or a compliment. Versus women, especially with social media, they get that shit all the time. Yeah. So they don't appreciate it. Yeah. So what ends up happening is, if someone barely gets anything, they're gonna be far more receptive and appreciative of it when it comes. This is why I tell everybody, you need to have the leverage. You need to be the one that's adored. You need to be the one that's respected.
Be the prize, but you
got to be pedestalized. You got to earn it.
You can't just demand. I'm the prize. You can't just say it. Yeah, it's got to be without saying.
Because with us, if we have the leadership role and the status and the money and everything, we know how to fucking act, right? And I know some bitches probably watching. Myron, that's not true. You gonna cheat? All right, bitch. But guess what? That's gonna be the main girl. Like that. Like he might cheat and step out, but if anything, when he deals with these stupid ass thoughts, if he has a good girlfriend, it's gonna make him appreciate it more. Bro, I be around these bitches. Oh my God, I appreciate my girl more and more every day. Yeah, when I'm around these other thoughts, I'm like, God damn, man, what the fuck?
Every time I'm on your show, Fresh and Fit, and I gotta listen. People like, man, Brandon don't talk enough. I'm like, man, because you hurt my
makes
head,
you appreciate your girl more, right?
Yeah, because she's not a fucking dummy. Yeah, when you was asking them hoes, name 3 countries, and the bitch said Tallahassee. I was like, oh shit. Yeah. I know it was like this.
It's like a bizarro world, right? Yeah. It's like a bizarro world, man. So I say all that to say that, like, you know, I know we're going deep into this, but the man needs to be the one that's being pedestalized and has a status because we know how to behave when we have that shit. Yeah. They don't.
Yeah. That's a big fact. All right. Speaking of which, what about IG models?
Oh, fuck no. That's damn near. Bro, I put them almost at the same level as OF girls.
Tell me why.
Very similar to the YouTube, but even worse, because on YouTube they still got to talk and be somewhat interesting. Yeah, IG is just straight pictures. Because we've had a lot of these IG models on 1 million, 2 million followers on our show. They're fucking retards, bro.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Absolute idiots. Like got nothing interesting to say, boring as fuck, and zero personality. Boiled chicken with no seasoning, bro.
Bro, when I teach these online trainers how to grow their following, it's like the guys, I'm just like, yo, man, you got to understand the algorithm. I'm teaching them about the algorithm. I'm teaching them what to post, how to do, and like, but if it's a hot girl, yeah, man, just put some titties on the gram, man, you'll be all right. Yeah. Like these bitches with fucking millions of followers. Like I know some of these hosts, and like they don't know the algorithm. These bitches ain't motherfucking geniuses. They just threw some titties up, you know, and it's like. But when I gotta coach a dude to grow his social media, it's like, yo, all right, brother, we gotta be a goddamn scientist.
Dude, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I always said, like, a guy that has like 10K followers on IG, that nigga's like 100K in female numbers. Yeah, like you actually have to, assuming you didn't pay for bots or any of that bullshit, like to have 10K followers as a man means you're doing something right.
Yeah. You no, for real. That's a big
like,
deal.
I would say we're like a guy with 10K is like, you know. For a woman, that's 10x.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
for them, 100K is nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, every once in a while you'll find one of these like super fucking modelly dudes, you know, no Diddy, right? You know, who can just do the same shit like girls, but they like
far and few between,
it still ain't the same.
Yeah, far and few between.
A girl half as hot is gonna get like, you know what I'm saying?
Male, what I've always said is like male, I hate to use this term, male beauty or handsomeness doesn't go nearly as far.
Yeah.
You know, no,
yeah,
it doesn't go nearly as far, bro. Like an average chick has more market pull than the most handsome of men.
Yeah.
No, unless they do some extra crazy, like this nigga Luigi, right? Went ahead, pop, fucking CEO guy,
some people,
right? You think bitches were checking for him before? Probably not. But now that he's famous,
bitches say that he's handsome, you know, but he didn't have 1 million followers before that shit.
Exactly.
Off it, you know what I'm saying? And you got sometimes you got so guys,
notoriety.
That's why I tell my people I'm training, like, man, you got to shoot somebody, man. If you want
it helps.
No, I'm just joking. Don't shoot nobody.
Yeah, someone's cocking their gun right now.
Yeah,
like, what Brandon say? Oh, I've been waiting for this. They're gonna take that one clip and put that shit on the news.
All right, realtors.
Oh, so this depends where they're at.
Yeah,
if they're in Florida, it's a C. Yeah, if it's in Florida, and then every bitch down here is a realtor.
You know, there's a lot of chicks who are realtors, right?
Especially here in Florida.
And they say they're realtors, but they're never showing houses. They never putting houses on their IG. They're never posting like the deals, the closings, or nothing.
Nothing, man. They don't sell shit, nothing, bro.
But I know why. Because those bitches are escorts.
Yeah.
Like if a bitch says he's a realtor, but she's never like showing houses on her store, she's not like really like the guy realtors. It's like he's showing the new listings. Yeah. He's going super hard. The girls, she got her license. But it's you know what it's like? It's kind of like, how do I put this? If you know when you were in law enforcement, when someone's doing a crime, they have to have a front sometimes, right?
Yep, of course.
You know, they have to have a front.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
That's what like a lot of escorts do.
Yeah.
Like
they have a bullshit job.
No bullshit. I know some escorts.
Yep.
Who pretend to be realtors.
Has flexible hours, by the way. So it's a profession that has flexible hours.
Yeah, and they can just say it and it looks good on public, but the bitches are escorts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro,
a lot of them.
If more dudes knew how much girls like sell pussy, they wouldn't pedestalize these chicks. And for all you fucking idiots, because I already know some of y'all go, Myron, you've been in Miami too long. Let's do Miami thing. Shut the fuck up. This is a major city attractive woman thing, because guess what, dummy?
Not even major cities. You can be anywhere, bro. Like my
thank you.
I'm friends with one of the co-founders of Seeking Arrangements.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
bro, a lot of girls are on there. I tell guys all the time, be on there and use it as a dating site, right? Yeah. Don't be one of these tricks, right? Though a lot of guys do it. But yeah, bro, a lot of girls are on that shit.
And it's like, so like when my boy when he was starting, he was telling me about it, and I went on there to check it out, what was going on, and I would see girls I knew, fucking like women. And I remember my boy Brian liked this one girl, and I was like, yo, Brian, man, you could buy this, man. This shit for sale.
You had her like, shit,
I was like,
okay,
you can go get that right now, man.
Wow.
You know, that bitch who curbed you the other day, man.
Yep,
she's not selling it, she's selling it.
Yeah. That's great. It. I like that. She's not selling it, she's selling it. I like that. I'll steal that one. I like that one.
Yeah, but my man, he was telling me, because he was one of the co-founders of the site. He was like, bro, you'd be surprised how many girls like are selling pussy part-time.
Yeah.
Like they're part-time escorts.
So this is the thing with
side hustle. They might not be doing it for a living.
Yeah,
but it's like a side hustle.
Yes.
You know. Yeah.
Now with SA, because I've talked about this, I did a whole episode on like how to pull girls on these sugar sites. There's two groups of girls on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's girls that actually are successful, make their own money, and are tired of brokies.
Yeah.
I've met a lot of doctors, lawyers, shit like that. They're typically not slinging pussy on there. They just want to find somebody that's like has money, like under socioeconomic status. But that's rare. That's very rare. As that ringtone goes on.
Go ahead. We're gonna go a little later if that's cool with you.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Fine.
Okay, well, we got to finish the tier list.
Of course.
And
then the other side, which is the majority, are the girls that are selling it.
Yeah.
Part-time or full-time, like you say. But yeah, man, dude, with the explosion of the internet, Instagram, etc., the hoeing has never been easier and more common than ever before. And for all the idiots out there that say, Myron, you know, you have a warped view on this because you're in Miami, etc. Listen, bro.
Nah, man.
The hottest girl in your city, right? In Wichita, where the fuck you live in, Dubuque, Iowa. They come to Miami and do their dirt and then leave. Or they go to New York City or they go to Chicago.
You'll see these girls, man. So there's some girls I know who are like, they're realtors, right, man? But they're always like in Dubai or like, they're always traveling.
And you know she don't make money like that.
Yeah, because she's never posting the listings. You know, I'm like, damn, man, what's the new listing?
Expensive restaurants, all this shit.
Yeah.
Like, guys gotta.
It's like, it's in the open.
Look, man, if a girl is hot, right, very high likelihood that she's done some kind of sex work on her past. Very high likelihood, man. I like, bro, I'm just gonna, and she, you know, it is what it is. She lives in America.
Yeah.
Like, she's hot, you know, very high likelihood she's done something, whether it's going on dates and getting paid for it,
or just
selling feet pictures,
sugar daddy.
You know
what I'm saying? Or some guy she's just using. She does. It might not be like straight up like hoeing on a corner.
Yeah,
but it might be like a guy that she don't really like. Yeah, he pays for shit for her. He'll pay her bills when he needs to.
Long story short, they've extracted value from men by using their sexuality.
Yeah, and so if the realtor is not posting listings, if she's not posting listings frequently, like every day, like a guy realtor is, I'd put her in D. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, and in Miami, I'd give her I'd put her in the D.
Well, let's go deep.
Yeah, in Miami, but I was speaking more general when I was like,
okay, you,
because so that's why I said
you were putting the country into account. But like if you meet a girl who's actually, now what if you meet a girl and she's really every day on a story. She's going to different listings. She's going to open houses.
That's different.
You see, she's staging cribs and shit. You know,
that's different.
Then she's really doing
that. And that's why I gave it D, because there are like some of them that actually are like
legit.
That. Yeah, that's why I gave it the C, because like because like the D is like automatic. Like these girls, 99% of the time, they're never going to be adequate partners for you.
Yeah. Okay. Truck drivers.
Yeah.
What about truck drivers, man?
Ooh, this one's kind of middle of the road. This one is kind of with Uber drivers.
Yeah,
like that one could be a real toss-up, bro.
Yeah. There's some women truck drivers.
Yeah, there are. So like, what I would say is the reason why they're there is because 9 out of 10 times they're not gonna be hot.
Yeah.
Shit.
Ain't no hot bitches be like, man. Yeah, you know, that's what I really
driving a stick on a semi on a fucking semi, bro. So like, yeah. Nah.
All right. Fitness trainers.
Whoa. This could be real bad, but it could also be good too.
Yeah, it can go either way.
All right, so it depends on how much of an attention whore is she. Because the problem with fitness chicks is a lot of them are attention whores, man. Yeah,
some of them aren't even in some of them aren't in the fitness. They just, this is an excuse for me to show that ass.
Yes,
you know.
Yeah, a lot of them don't even work out, bro.
Yeah.
So I would say it's more bad than good. So I'll just put them at I'll put them at C.
C. Okay. Now, if she's really about that life, you know, because I teach people how to become online trainers, and there's some girls, man, who like take this shit seriously. Like one of my students, man, this chick, she made $1.5 million this year.
Wow.
Yeah, she's really going. She's going hard. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
And so she wouldn't fit in this cat, but she's they're rare. So I see why you put it here.
Yeah,
you know
very rare, bro. And like, does she have a man?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, she made more than him?
Yeah.
Cooked. That nigga cooked.
They seem to be happy. They've been together for mad long.
Put that fork in it, man. Like it's just that dude's on borrowed time, bro. That nigga's on borrowed time, really man. Happy, man. Yeah, happy for now.
I ain't gonna say nobody's name. Yeah, shout out to the homie, man. Yeah. All right,
nigga, you're cooked.
What's up with
you? You need to make 1.6 at least.
Yo, you guys have to get up.
Yeah.
What up with Gamer?
Time is ticking.
Yeah, she killing it. They were the same when they met. You know?
Then it's a wrap. They were the same when they met. She did. Even more. All right. You said okay, Gamer. Yeah, I'm gonna put them down at the C because most girls that game are hoes, man.
Yeah,
keep it $1,000 with you. Yeah. Like, bro, it's another example of women invading male spaces for male attention.
Yeah,
like,
I was saying, like, you know,
gaming for women used to be like non-existent.
Yeah,
but now all of them game. But like most of the girls that game and stream, they show their titties. They're not even good. They suck, bro. I'll be honest.
Because you really good at game. You fuck with you like one of the top in Overwatch.
So I played Overwatch. For those that are unaware, I played Overwatch at a very high level. I made it to master a couple seasons ago.
I don't know what that means, but I know it's lit.
I'm in the top like 1%.
All
right. So I was good. I'll tell you this, bro. Anytime I hear a female voice on the microphone, a sense of fury and rage overcomes me. Because when I played Halo 2 back in the day, semi-professionally, we would kick them out the fucking lobby. I'd hear a female voice like, what the fuck, bitch? What are you doing here? You should be preparing a sandwich for a male who's superior to you. What the fuck you doing on Xbox, bitch? You'd be giving that box to some dude. Like, what are you doing? So like, another thing too, I genuinely believe like women suck at mostly everything. Men are better than women at almost everything, to include video games, right? So when they're on my team, I already know she's not going to be that good, right? But simps let them in because they like to hear a female voice on the other end. Yeah. So yeah, bro. Like, are there some female gamers that are good? Of course. Yeah. But the majority, absolutely trash. And most of the time when they're in there, they want male attention, which is a red flag. So yeah.
If I was a girl, I was like I would get into something super male dominated, and I'd have some big fake titties, right? And I get into some super male dominated like gaming or like finance or like and start a social media
because they're able to go into that male space.
Code.
Why is every crypto bitch big? Yeah. Why is every girl gamer that's on Twitch? Also, you notice that like it used to be like 20 years ago, if you play video games, niggas would make fun of you. Yeah, you're a nerd, blah blah blah. But now it's mainstream. Why is it mainstream? Because you can stream doing it, and these chicks have kind of just jumped on that bandwagon and use it as an excuse to show their titties while playing Fortnite.
That's what I would
they
do.
Suck.
That's what I would do.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Female, yeah, but I'd be, I'd be some sort of thought or some shit. All right, what about college student over 18? Of course, no drizzy,
bro. They're damn near. They're gonna most. I almost want to put him in D, bro.
College student. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Is she a freshman? Because she becomes less of a hoe as she stays longer in school. That makes sense. That freshman year, they're just trying to party and rage.
And freshman 15 is like 15 guys.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. In a semester. Yeah. So yeah, I'll say their first 2 years, because I'll assume freshman and sophomore year, yeah, they're gonna be whores, bro.
Okay. All right. Cool. What about singers?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be in the same level as C entertainers. They because it's the whole clout thing.
Yeah, you got to be bigger than. But fucking Mark Anthony's bigger than J-Lo, and still cooked.
Yeah, and this bitch 55, bro, acting like this.
Yeah. She dumped Batman.
Fucking
Batman.
You ever seen the movie The Town? Great movie.
Yeah,
she dumped that nigga.
Yeah,
bro, crazy.
The Town is dope. Great movie. That's a good fucking movie, man.
Name a good movie J-Lo was on. I can't name one. I can't remember the last hit song she had.
Yeah, I'm at a loss.
Even if you were broke, my love don't cost a thing. Come on, man.
Come on now.
Lying, man.
Come on now. Stop lying to me. All right. Flight attendants. Flight attendants. I like to call them plane waitresses.
Yeah, plane waitresses. Yeah, these girls are definitely I'm gonna say D, bro.
You gonna say D?
They're hoes.
What's wrong with the plane waitress?
Their access to travel puts them in a very bad spot. So like the fact that like they could travel and act like hoes anonymously, not good.
Say to be hoeing at the different destinations.
Yeah, man. They literally are hoes in different area codes.
Yeah.
On some ludicrous shit.
Yeah. And once I got this girl's number, she was a plane waitress.
Yeah.
And
I like that.
And I got a number, and then it didn't really work out, and I was like, fuck. Every time I flew that airline, I was like, fuck, I hope I don't see this bitch.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and they fly for free, bro.
Yeah, they do.
They fly for free. They got these houses that they stay at in all these different cities.
Yeah.
Like, nah, man, it's a wrap.
Yeah. All right. No plane waitress. What about politicians? Like motherfucker with AOC or
nah, because they want. I mean, the whole concept of female politicians is oxymoron. I don't even know why we should even let them have. I mean, controversial take here. I don't think women should vote. I think we need to repeal the 19th Amendment, and I wholeheartedly believe this. Like, I don't know, like, bro, these bitches can't even pick a sandwich. How are we gonna let them pick a world leader? Like, they can't even pick what they want to eat. Like, what the fuck? Like, here's the other thing too. Just so everybody out there, oh, Myron, that's misogynistic. Listen, dickhead. If we had to allow the female vote, you know who'd be president right now? Kamala Harris. Women overwhelmingly voted blue, right? And they almost always do if they don't have a man that's superior to them telling them what to do.
Yeah.
So bro, nah, man. Like, I don't even think women shouldn't even vote, let alone be politicians.
So where you gonna put her?
She gonna be C, because same thing, acquiring status to get elected.
Yeah,
problematic.
Now here's the thing. Let's say you dating a congressman or a senator, senators, they know what's going to happen in the stock market. You can leverage that info.
Yeah, Nancy
Pelosi's husband is balling.
Oh yeah,
off that.
I got a buddy that watches all her trades, bro.
Yeah. I watch her trades, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like her husband though, like she's balling too, but her husband got crazy trades.
Yeah.
So
because she know what's going down.
Man,
he's probably trading on her behalf.
Yeah. All right, traders.
Did you see like some dude broke into the house and beat the shit out of him?
Yeah,
you heard about it a couple years back?
Yeah, I heard about that, man. Bitch.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Nigga broke in. Where's Nancy? Beat the fuck out of her husband, bro.
What state did she represent?
I think this was in California.
Oh,
when
so
her husband got assaulted. Yeah, it was like in San Francisco. Yeah, some shit like that.
Oh man,
I'll tell you this: FBI got that nigga like in a day.
Yeah,
they wrote that paperwork immediately and went and got him. Yeah,
you can't do that.
You can't do that shit.
All right. What about speaking of which? What about traders?
Most of them are thoughts, bro. Every Forex trader I've ever met in Miami is on some hoe shit, man. They trade Forex now because the other trading didn't work, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So are we saying traders in Miami or
I'm just saying
general?
Like a chick, she's a
I'll give it a C because I'm going to try to like, because if it's Miami, it's a D. But if it's here, like overall, I'll give it a C. Right. And there are some girls out there that actually are like, they know what they're talking about, but a minority.
It sounds ridiculous to have this on the list, but I know some guys actually date sex workers.
Yeah.
Like you've heard of this.
Porn. Yeah, bro. A lot of them. Porn, OnlyFans, sugar babies, all this other shit. I guess that's where they all fall. That's automatic D.
It's automatic D. Yeah. I think we knew that.
These women are recreational use only. Never wife them. I'll take it a step further. I don't even think these women deserve families.
I feel you.
Yeah, and I'll tell you why. When a woman becomes a sex worker, she has to put herself in a very dark place to do that.
Yeah.
Once she does that, she no longer has semblance of how to be a proper woman anymore because she's seen all the depraved, deranged, worst men that are, weirdos in her thing. So she can no longer build a healthy relationship with men.
Yeah.
Right after seeing this shit. So I truly do believe like a woman's job is to protect her innocence. Once that innocence is gone.
Yeah. The kind of shit has to leave a stain on your soul,
bro.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you this analogy for your people here. I've said this before, but some people might not have heard this. I look at women like tape.
Okay.
Right. So when you get that tape and you put it on that first surface, it's nice and sticky.
Yeah.
Adhesive, right?
Yeah.
The adhesive is great. But as you take it off and put it on different, platforms, different surfaces, it loses stickiness over time. So by the time it's on the 10th surface, that shit is barely hanging.
It's fucking dangling
and shit. That's how women are. That's how they are. And for everybody out there, oh my God, this guy's crazy.
Yeah.
We're just getting warmed up. But bro,
he's being calm.
If you guys really wanted me to say what I really want to say, it would be this stream would turn off. So I'm being real, I'm being kind of cautious here.
Thanks,
but the point is, of course, is that they're like tape, bro. So sex workers got no adhesiveness left, bro. The only thing they adhere to or adhesive to is the streets. That's it. So sex workers can never be taken seriously, bro. Yeah. It's tape with no sticky anymore.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. What about authors?
Authors,
like she writes like nonfiction or fiction.
If she's home all day and she's writing her books and like she has a man, it could be great, actually. So I'm gonna assume I'll give it a B. It's kind of
all right. So find you an author. Nobody's A or S yet. Maybe we just wrong list, man. What about we talked about plain waitresses? What about a regular waitress, a land waitress?
This is also middle of the road.
Yeah.
They're gonna get hit on a lot.
Okay.
This one's a B. This one really depends on the girl.
Okay. All right.
But if she's working at somewhere like a Tilted Kilt or Twin Peaks or a Hooters, that goes down a level.
Got it.
Because those specific restaurants are for pervs.
Yeah.
Niggas go in there and shoot their shot and
I don't know. I mean, no, I don't say. Some of us got better aim. Is what
yeah.
Some of us the aim ain't so bad. All right. Long time ago.
Fair enough.
It was like a what's it called?
You're a monogamous man now.
Now I got a wonderful girlfriend, but like back in the day, man,
a woman
I was shooting. I was like,
not gonna miss.
You said a guy in the Olympics.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Think he's from Turkey or some shit.
Yeah. I like that Turkish motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right, bottle girls.
Yeah, that one's gonna be damn near. That's gonna be a D, bro.
Yeah, it should even be on the list. Yeah,
damn near D, bro. They're not sex workers, so to speak, but
it's pretty close.
Yeah, if I lined up 100 bottle girls, like 95 of them are gonna be on some bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, like, are there 5 that are cool? Maybe, but like a staggering majority, no bueno.
What about real models? Like this bitch is on billboards and magazines, like real models. See.
That's the whole clout situation. Very unlikely to be a good girlfriend.
You told me about this atmosphere model.
Oh yeah. So this kind of falls into. So this is very common in major cities, and I've noticed this in a rise of this in after the COVID pandemics and clubs being shut down.
Yeah,
they needed to get people back outside. So what a lot of these clubs do and events, they'll hire girls to just be there so they could take camera roll, pictures, all this other stuff. Like, look at how lit we are. Like they did the show Rolling Loud. So recently here in Miami. So it's a new profession, but I would also give that a C.
Get this a C. All right, cool. What about Nima? I don't know what you meant when you said yacht girls.
Oh, that's gonna be a D.
But what's a yacht girl?
I don't know. Like girls that go on yachts.
Sounds bad.
They get paid. They're kind of like atmosphere models too.
Okay. What about like boss babes, man? She got her own business. She got her own thing, man. She a boss babe.
So this one's in the middle, and the reason why is like on one side, right? She makes her own money, so most men don't qualify for her. So that gives you a little bit of a protection barrier.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she's more masculine, and she more than likely maybe went to college and higher education.
Yeah.
Which means she might have held around while she was there.
She got her home on a little bit.
So that's possible. So yeah, they're also going to be, I think, in the B range.
I'm gonna put her in the B tier. All right. What about women who work in? So there's no good women yet. All right, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. What I'm realizing as we continue to do this exercise, I'm gonna realize like, man, all these bitches are useless.
This checks out, man. This is classic Myron.
Yeah, like guys, we are like as we're building this shit, I'm like, damn, wait, what the fuck, man? None of these of those qualify shit.
All right, beauty and women who work in the beauty industry. What do you?
That one's middle of the road too. I'll say B.
What do you?
Because they're dealing with women all the time, so that's good.
Yeah.
So, but also dealing with women could be bad. A lot of hoes come through.
All right. Where are we putting the lawyers, man?
Ooh. That one is C as well.
C.
Yeah.
Why C? I thought
they went to law school. They're educated. They're gonna argue all the time.
They're good at it.
And they're good at it too.
So wait a minute. Okay. This is the list we had. Does anybody, maybe we don't have a tier for it, maybe we'll put it in post, but like is anybody S tier or A tier?
So you know what's interesting? The only way to be S tier as a woman, ironically enough, is to not have a job. There you go. Boom. She need to be in the fucking kitchen. That should be her job.
Kitchen, man.
Kitchenologist. That's what she need to do, bro. So ironically enough, there y'all niggas go. The reason why no one's an S tier is because they're not supposed to have a job in the first place.
I think that's a good place to end it. So there's no A tier.
Yeah, no A tier. Like, yo, real talk, you got to put her in the A and S tier. You could take her from one of these positions and screen her and see if she qualifies to be in this S and A tier.
Who would be the best to take out and put into S tier?
Good question.
Would we talking about the truck drivers or what? Who we putting in A tier?
I would say, damn, out of these ones, author.
All right, this bitch is writing books.
She could potentially be brought up
to the A,
right, but at the same time, it depends what kind of book she's writing. Books on being a slut, which a lot of women do. That could be problematic.
It depends on the kind of books, right?
I will say most of these positions outside of D range, you could potentially elevate her to A or S.
Even the nurses.
Yes.
Okay.
Less of them, but you can.
Okay, so as long as in that, so D, these even the
D is automatic, like, you know,
even the plain waitress.
High likelihood, no.
Yeah, okay,
high likelihood.
That makes sense. All right, you know what I'm saying? So these girls, man, they're just lost cause.
Yeah, like you're basically trying to build a foundation on like shit with these girls.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna be an L most of the time. I would say if you had to pick one of them, I'd say flight attendants.
Okay, if you had to
right,
pick,
because some of them are just irreparable. Like the sex worker chicks, that's
there's nothing you can do about that.
Right, but I would say we can move flight attendant up to D.
Okay.
I'm sorry, up to C. Sorry,
we can move flight attendant up to C. Or the plain waitress can go up here, but bottle girls, yacht girls, college students, all girls, strippers obviously fit here too. You know,
those girls are all L's. Like,
it's a wrap.
These girls here, like there's potential with all of them. It's just that the likelihoods of them go up and down based on their profession.
Got it. Yeah, got it. Okay.
And more than likely, to be honest, they're gonna have to give up that profession anyway to be their ideal girlfriend.
So women shouldn't work, is what you're saying?
I don't think so. I don't think so, bro. I don't think. I think women in the workforce was one of the worst mistakes we ever made. I talk about this in the book too. How women entering the workforce kind of like create a lot of problems. And if you look at every societal issue that we've had in America, it comes back to feminism, bro.
You know, okay, so
feminism is the root cause of a lot of problems.
The only thing I'll push back is like some of the best employees I've had have been females.
Okay,
but I'm not dating them, right?
Yeah,
so maybe
yeah.
Maybe so. It's
but are they like working from home? It's a lot of digital stuff.
Yeah,
that's different. If they're working from home, so like that's the exception, right? So like I'm a firm believer, like as a man, your girl shouldn't work. She should be working electively. But if she's doing something from home or like a little side business, that's different. But I'm against like women like waking up every day, putting on a uniform, and going to some establishment where another individual can dictate to her, another girl man, what to do. Yes, that's my problem. Yeah. So if it's remote or she has a side business and it's not that many hours, I could get that. Yeah, because I met some like, and I know I'm gonna get called a simp for this by the audience, but I met some like women who like really. They're good at what they do. Of course. Yeah, like there's always going to be some that are, you know, but that's like the minority. Yeah. Most suck at everything. You know, like you're going to get some that are good, of course, but the majority is the trash. Yeah. You know, this is going to sound fucked up, but whatever. A lot of like high level guys that I've met in life, like a lot of high level guys, they would have like a personal assistant. I'm talking about like high level, of course, high. They have a personal assistant. And it's always a woman. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like always. And I feel like, because it's almost like you got to be like a mom to these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of shit. It's all like, I don't want to say nobody's name, but most of them have personal assistants that are women. Sometimes it's their girl or their wife. Yeah. But a lot of times it's just, I'm thinking of one guy in particular. He's like a multimillionaire, super famous. And it's like this old lady who's his personal assistant. You want to get anything done to him, you got to talk to the old lady. You know what I'm saying? It seems like it works pretty well. Yeah. There's situations where, but like most of the time when I've seen people like have male assistants, those male assistants are just better. But who knows? You know what I mean? It's like one of those case by case. They always, those guys are always fucking weird though. They are strange. All those male assistant guys, they're good, super fucking strange, man. Something's wrong with those motherfuckers, you know. And then watch, I bet you. And the problem with that is that guy wants to be you. Yeah, the testosterone, like he wants to be you. Of course. With a girl, she don't want to be the fucking man. Like she'll and that's kind of the drawback is like they're good workers and shit because they kind of want to. They want to be. So there's a life. Limit on it, shelf limit. Yeah. All right, cool, man. Hey, you want to speed run through some of these super chats real quick? Sure, we'll try to answer it fast. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, guys. We had to get through the tier list, guys. Yeah, we had to get through it. Very important for you guys. Nobody was. We have ketosis makes the hose drip. 2 questions. 1, what do you think is the most important legacy a high value man can leave behind? And 2, can a man be considered high value while on his ascent to financial success? So 1, the legacy that the legacy that you gotta leave behind is your last name, right? Like you build something and people know you by your last name. Right? I would say that's how a man leaves a legacy, and then obviously a family as well. But through his son, daughter, not so important. Can a man be considered high value? Having a daughter sounds like a fucking nightmare. Bro, that's an L, man. Yeah. I pray, man. I never have a daughter. You could just not do it. You could just not. You can do IVF, man. You can make a boy. You can pick a boy. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Bro. Yeah, it's not that much. Like fuck that shit. You do that shit for like 10, 20 grand. Daughter, man, I'm gonna be stressed, bro. Knowing what I know, fuck. Nah. I can't imagine a fate that bad. Yeah. I don't think I've done enough wrong to be punished like that. Yeah, it's fucked, man. Yeah, it's fucked, man. It's the daughter, nah, man. Nah, no thanks. China was on to something with the whole. Yo, no, listen. The niggas was on to something, bro. That shit, I was like, I feel you. Yeah, I get it. That one child policy got to be a dude. I was like, you know what, man? I kind of understand. I get it, bro. Now that I've seen what's going on in society in America, I'm like, them niggas was on to something, man. I get it. Taliban were on to something too, man. You know, they were out of there's this clip. Neema's like, yeah. There was this clip, bro. Like this Western journalist went over to meet with these niggas in the caves. And she was like, oh yeah, so what do you guys think about like a democracy and women voting? Niggas started laughing. And I was like, yes, that's what I think too. Why are they assembling together and having conversations? Why are they educated? Why are they outside of the kitchen? Vote? What? Bruh, the fuck? Man, half these hosts can't even name 3 countries. And we wanted to vote for the most powerful person in our country.
When I was on your show and you said name 3 countries, that bitch said Tallahassee.
Bro, I'm telling you.
She said Tallahassee.
Nigga, repeal the 19th.
I lost it. All right, what else we got?
Okay, and then then the last one was I wouldn't say he's high value on his ascent, but he has potential.
Okay. Yeah.
I think Kevin Samuels, recipes to him, he would call it like a Henry, high earner. Oh fuck. Basically, you're on the way. You got potential.
You got some potential.
Someone in the chat's gonna remember the acronym. I forget what it exactly stood for, but I think it was a Henry.
Shout out to Kev. You know what I'm saying? All right, what else we got?
We have weaponry fitness. What is one must-have character trait you would say to achieve your first $1 million?
Yeah, the first $1 million is the hardest.
Yeah.
By far. But after that, it gets way easier. I would say relentlessness, man. Because that first $1 million is going to be the hardest, bro.
It's going to take everything, bro.
Yeah.
Like, but people I don't know if people understand. Like, you want to make $100,000, maybe $200,000. You can do that and be a dickhead and live a nice life. You know, I guess you want to make $1 million. That first $1 million is going to take everything.
It is. And the other thing too, just so people kind of understand, because this is like more of like a back end question. What you need to focus on first is making 10K a month.
Yeah, you got to get
that's
there.
step fucking one.
You got to get there.
You got if you can't even, because a lot of people want to be millionaires and shit, bro. You need to be making 10K a month on command at all times to even so we can even entertain this conversation.
Yeah.
Bare minimum, man.
Yeah, and you know, if you don't mind it, you can get $1 million if you want to working for someone else. You know, doing stuff if you don't mind working, like waiting like 20 years.
You know what's funny?
You know,
you almost. Because when you hit your first $1 million, by the way, guys, like you might not even notice it. So I'll tell you, you want to know how I found out? So my real estate agent, he also does my property management. And he was actually the one, he told me this like 2-3 years ago. Hey, bro, just so you know, like you're a millionaire, man. I was like, what? And he like showed me the equity on some of the houses. Yeah. Right. And a lot of the houses here in Miami that I bought appreciated significantly.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know that I had hit that status until he told me. But that's how focused you have to be and dialed in, where you hit it and you don't even know.
People always ask me, I'm like, yo, man, I don't know the age. It was early 30s.
Yeah.
Like I don't know the age.
That's how dialed in you guys gotta be. You won't even, because I'll be honest with y'all too. You're not gonna hit that $1 million through earning it. You're gonna typically get it through your assets. And that takes time. Yeah. So you might not even know when you become a millionaire.
Yeah.
You might not know, but that's a good sign because that tells me that you were so fucking
dialed focused,
in that you didn't even go back and look like, where am I? Like,
it's gonna take everything, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All right, what else we got?
Yeah, absolutely.
We have Hamez or Jam Easy. Sorry, BBC. This is the last time I'm gonna ask, but Myron, what are your thoughts on ProFab?
Okay, so ProFab is something I was saying.
Yeah, like, whacking it.
Yeah, because I just feel like here's the thing. Here's my thing. If you got a problem, then it's like you can't stop touching yourself. Then you should probably chill with it. But I just think you know how much effort it takes to get some pussy.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
even if you're the man.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know, even if you're the man, it's like not even effort. Time.
Yeah,
time. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there's a reason why so many guys pay for box, bro.
Yeah,
because of that shit. Yeah.
You know,
just so y'all know, every dude that got money in Miami, all these niggas pay for sex, bro. All of them. I'm like, me and Fresh, like some of the only idiots that don't do it.
Yeah. Well, you know, so here's the thing. I brought my girl here. I imported her from New York because I was like, you know what, fuck this shit. You know, but it's how to say it? Like if you're grinding and sometimes biology is always going to win, right?
Yeah.
So okay, you can go out and get some girls, but what if you're on a fucking mission?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What if you're like on a mission, but you still got this, but like maybe you can just take. I'm not saying like you should light candles, go and take yourself on a date or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but maybe you might need to rub one out.
Yep.
Get back to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, there's room for what I call tactical faps. There's room for it sometimes. Like for me, like if I got a chick coming, like damn, I need to do a tactical fap, so I make sure that I last longer.
Oh,
right? And then I tell her after, hey, whatever, no biggie. You know, you came, I didn't, whatever, no biggie. Even though I wasn't trying, right? Because I think that, you know, men are superior. But yeah, like in that situation, I get it. A lot of guys like literally it clouds their mind. It's just my thing is like I'm just very reluctant to tell guys this shit because then they're gonna take that shit as a pass and niggas are gonna just be fapping all fucking day.
Yeah. It's not recreation.
Yeah,
it's maintenance.
Yeah,
you know, it's not.
I can see, you know, why it is because unfortunately the things it takes to get a woman are 1,000% counterproductive to getting money,
bro.
1,000% counterproductive.
I'm either getting laid or getting paid.
Yeah.
When I'm getting one, the other's getting away.
Bro, 100%.
That's real shit.
It's 1,000%. Like, because the pursuit of women inherently puts you in a position that is not lucrative.
Yeah.
Because you got to spend time with them.
You got to spend time.
And why do you think gay niggas make so much money?
Yo,
because they don't got to waste time with bitches.
Yep.
Just get on Grindr, get their nut off, and go back to work. That's why these niggas are lapping us all the time. They make way more money. Look at every major city, right? That has like a big has a high cost of living.
Mm-hmm.
Austin, Texas, Miami, San Francisco, etc. Boston, New York City.
Yeah.
They have a huge gay population.
Yeah.
Why? Because these niggas just focus on work all day.
And then two men make more, 2 male incomes, no kids.
Yeah. You look at a lot of these big tech guys, they're gay.
Yeah.
A lot of people at the high levels of government, gay.
Apple super gay.
Bro.
Yeah.
Like for them, like they don't gotta. I guarantee if they actually no.
Tim Cook, he's super gay.
Someone told me this. I forget who it was, but they said that like they compared gay men's net worth to straight men. Bro, the gay men's net worth was skyrocketing.
Yeah,
compared to
and we also
straight guys.
like kids. Right,
Yeah,
like, you know, my
expensive.
son's school super expensive. You know what I'm saying? Like all this shit super expensive. Divorce, it's super expensive.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
The pursuit of women is extremely costly,
bro. Yeah.
So, and I actually calculated in my book like how many millions you lose from the pursuit of women. It's bro. It's you can't do both at the same time.
Yeah,
you can't be getting money and getting the most girls. One's got to give.
You can't be a fucking player.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, unless it's involved in it, right? Some kind of way, like, you know,
you would have to if you wanted to do that, you'd have to take like 3 to 4 months where you're just grinding.
Yeah,
damn near a drought or have like a consistent rotation. Then if you wanted to go out and source new chicks and everything, you had to really devote time to that shit. But that would take away from this.
Yeah.
It's the negative.
I'd be so much. I'd have if I wasn't, like, one of my regrets is focusing on women so much when I was younger, because I know I'd be way further ahead in life, you know. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's run through these.
We have Players Lounge update.
What
Since
up,
I
Lounge?
started watching your videos while sleeping, I wake up with more energy and feel ready to take on the
Let's go.
day without needing a pre-workout.
Nice.
Hey, shout out to you, Player Lounge. Yeah, he said, man, he listens to Brandon Carter videos while he's sleeping. Success leaves clues, guys.
Hey, man.
You know? Put that shit on repeat. That's what's up. Shout out to you, Mr. Lounge.
We have Austin. Myron, my wife of 5 years just left me, took my dog, already lost 20 pounds in 3 weeks, in the gym, building my business. What do I focus on now?
She took the dog?
Damn.
Yeah, I remember this dude. He's talking.
You just got to keep going, bro. The thing is, like, people don't like to hear this answer, but it's just consistency over time.
Yeah.
You got to keep doing what you're doing, like that. And just keep pushing that. And that's why, like, people hate like to hear this shit because it's boring. You just got to do the same shit over and over and over again. That's really 99% of success is doing the same shit over and over.
All you guys who trying to come up, I get in the description is the Victory Vision Planner, so I got a goal planner, and it's free. Right, you can click that link. It's a Notion template where they can plan out their goals, and it's a habit tracker. Right, because like he said, it's boring. You got to be doing certain things every day, right, to be successful, and then it adds up over time. And you should really start tracking that shit. So if you can download the Victory Vision Planner, it's free, and it's just, you don't even have to put your email or nothing. It's just a Notion template, and you can start using that. A lot of people have used it with great success to help them accomplish their goals. And there's a little explainer video on how to use it in there too. It's free. All of y'all. You can track your calories, track your macros in that bitch. You can track your workouts, your sleep, track your goals. It's 100% free. Yeah. What else we got?
We have Manjot. Can y'all rate these in terms of priority? Sleep, gym, and diet. Thank you for everything y'all do. Keep on fighting the good fight. Also, Myron, One Piece is better than Dragon Ball Z.
Nah, bro. The One Piece is fucking whack. But yeah, no, I mean, all of them are very important, bro. You need all three. Like, I don't even want to prioritize them because you need all three to work in tandem together.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult for me to prioritize one. The problem with sleep is it's like you can't out-discipline biology. That's one thing, you just can't out-discipline biology. It's going to catch up with you in some kind of way.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of like mental disorders, I read a book called Why We Sleep by some white man. And he said, well, one thing, he's a Stanford neurologist, so he works with Huberman and shit. And one thing he said was, he said that like a precursor to most like mental disorders is like lack of sleep.
Really?
Yeah, it really fucks up your brain.
Dude, it's literally, it's a non-negotiable, man.
I mean,
sleep is the most anabolic thing that you can do.
I would put, if I had to rank it, I put sleep, diet, gym. Because you can't out-train a bad diet, but you can out-diet bad training.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've helped people lose a lot of weight, and I wouldn't even have them work out. I was like, let's just get you like, you were obese. I'm not gonna have you run a mile or no shit.
Yeah.
Let's get you in the caloric
calories down and get you. Yeah, so we can even get you out to walk.
Right, we'll fuck up your ankles. We'll fucking out. You fuck up your joints carrying around 300 pounds.
Facts.
Let's just get you in. There's one dude, man. He lost 75 pounds in 75 days. He was super fat. You got to be super fat to lose that kind of weight. And
without dying.
Yeah, and I didn't have him do no fucking workout. Then once he lost, like,
just controlling calories.
Then it's like, all right, let's start walking.
Yeah.
Right. Then we okay. Now let's hit the elliptical. You know, like, but I would say sleep, because you literally go crazy without sleep.
Yeah.
Diet, because you can't out train a bad diet, but you can out diet bad training. And then I would go gym.
All right.
That's where I would put it.
Yeah. If we had to put it in order,
if you had to, right? But I agree with you.
But I'm scared because I know niggas in here are like, I just need to sleep. I need to go to the gym. That's why, like, I'm reluctant to, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because people use that shit as excuse to, let me sleep, nigga. I could have went to the gym. You know?
You gotta have all three. It's not like you can pick one over the other.
Yeah.
Right? That's why I don't even like when people ask me to put stuff in order like this. Right? I don't like it because
the person that asking it might not have nefarious intentions, but the people listening are like, so you know what, bro? I ain't gonna hit the gym today because I need to sleep.
People take it as like, I'm not saying this brother's ass.
No.
But some people,
others listening,
what they do is they're trying to see how little they can do.
Yeah.
And so, you know what I'm saying?
Like people that say, weed isn't that bad, but it is.
Are you trying to see how hard you can push yourself, or you're trying to see what you can get away with?
That's what, and
some
that's
people are trying
the latter.
To see what they can get away with.
The latter is what most people are. I drink a glass of wine because it's good for your heart. You know what else is good for your heart? Stupid, not drinking at all.
Yeah. So you can get antioxidants from fucking anything.
Yeah.
Blueberries. It has way more antioxidants than a handful of blueberries has way more antioxidants than a glass of wine. Anyway,
people are always trying to justify vices, bro.
Always, man. All right, what else we got?
We have Ace, another key. Don't get into business relationship with someone who isn't good with women or is the better male to his wife's who's alpha. Myron.
Absolutely.
Brand.
I've said this for years. Like you got to go into business with people that, aren't controlled by their wives. Because if they're controlled by their wives, now she really runs shit, not you. The dude says some shit like, sorry, bro, I got to run that by my wife. Ooh,
fuck that
Fuck that, bro.
Fuck that shit. It really, it's like, okay, maybe if I'm asking him to move to another country, maybe talk to your family. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, we got to work late.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now you need to tell her what's up.
Crazy, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I'm asking you to uproot the whole family, take these kids out of school.
Yeah.
She's got to quit her job or whatever.
Yeah.
I get.
That's a discussion.
Conversation.
But you're still the final decision maker anyway.
Yeah. You want to get her input, but you make the decision,
Absolutely.
motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
But these niggas be letting their wife make the decisions and everything. That's my problem.
Yeah, that's a fun. And you can't trust niggas who don't get pussy, man.
Can't.
You can't. They can't be trusted because they'll do anything for that shit.
Yeah, bro.
They'll snake you. They'll try to like. So when my friends, like, if we're together, like my real friends, like, nobody's trying to out alpha each other. Nobody's trying to be the man, especially in front of other girls or girlfriends or whatever. Like, none of us are trying to do that.
Yep.
If anything, we big each other up.
Absolutely.
In front of our, you know what I'm saying?
I've talked about this in detail with Tate, Waller.
Yeah.
Certain guys just get it, bro.
Yeah,
like guys that get, like, they just get it. Certain things, right?
Yeah.
Sterling Cooper, like, these guys just get it. That's why I get along with them so well. But, like, yeah, bro, like, it's the example, like, who would you trust more around the bottle of water? Someone that's been in the desert for 3 years or someone that you know, works at a water company.
Yeah.
You're probably going to want the nigga that's works at the water company to be around your bottle of water.
You ever met that guy when he get around girls, man? He starts trying to fucking clown
bro.
you or starts trying to like, what all this
Those
shit
guys are whack, bro.
They're the worst. You can't trust these
fucking
motherfuckers.
Worst, man.
They're the worst. All right. What else we got?
We have Jesus. Shout out to Myron's Money Mondays podcast. This year I got my first 2% cashback card. Bought Greg's course. My trading account is up 10% since summer. Also hit 225 bench this year. I'm 150 pounds.
Yeah,
let's go. Man.
Nice, good shit, Jesus.
He's talking about victory trades.
Nice.
Yeah. That dude's a good trader, man.
Yeah, no, he definitely knows what he's talking about.
What else we got?
We have Body Count Token.
Okay.
W Stream and W
That's that holy chick. That's funny.
That chick who fucked like 100 guys
in a day. Yeah, that's actually funny.
All right, what else? What are you talking? Yeah. It's a hardworking sister right there. It's a hard.
That's nasty. Our team is working on creating an AI.
To your girl, that's unfathomable. She's like, wait, what?
What?
Is that even real? That's what y'all want. You want your girl to give that response like, what?
Yeah. Not
fuck
like
is going on?
Some girls are really like, you go, girl, empowerment.
You want your girl to be like, what the fuck is this shit?
They're like, ugh.
So I respond, y'all heard that? That was natural. Like, wait, what?
Yeah. She couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry, what's the question?
Our team is working on creating an AI body count scanner to help men avoid tots or bots, or would love to collab.
He meant to say thoughts.
Yeah.
Oh, thoughts.
YouTube probably would have put it.
Okay. With your Thot Repellent, bro. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
All right, yeah. Well, thanks, man. Your Thot Repellent is coming soon. Pre-orders will be available soon. You're gonna
got the whole nice case with it too. I was like, oh shit.
Yo, you gotta keep it safe.
So I've opened up this briefcase.
It's the prototype.
This guy had like a briefcase for this shit. I was like, what the hell? He opened it up and he just pulled it out. It's like, oh, nice. Like, look at this, bro.
Man.
Look at that presentation.
Nima put it together, man. Like,
what the fuck? Like, he's not kidding around.
Yeah, man. Nima had this, I don't know what it was used for when he got it from Iran.
Yeah, oh,
who knows? We put it to good use.
We got to be careful, man. I hope we don't have any beepers or pagers in here. We know what Israel be doing.
What else?
Am I going too far?
No. You went just far enough, and we'll take it from here.
Okay.
We'll go.
All right. You know that one topic.
Yeah. Players Lounge. Myron, do you think day trading is a good career to pursue? I'm putting 4 hours a day on charts and also working.
It's a skill look, bro. It's a skill that's great to have, but just don't put money in there you're not willing to lose, bro.
Everybody, so I know some people who just trade and make money, right? And the best traders I know were rich or already rich or already had some money. Let me tell you, because
good point.
They weren't emotional about it.
Yeah.
Like my boy Jeremy, he doesn't talk about it. Fuck, probably shouldn't even say. But he's like a real good trader, but he doesn't even talk about it. Yeah. But he makes like millions.
Well, I remember him mentioning it when he was on our pod.
Oh, yeah.
Like that to him, it's like just a side thing.
Yeah.
So it's like it doesn't consume his day.
It was like an 8-figure side. I mean, I'm sorry, a 7-figure side thing.
I believe it.
Like you know what I'm saying? And like almost everyone I know is good. So,
they're using money, they don't mind losing. I think that's the key, bro.
Because it's emotional, right? It's like it's just gonna go up or down.
Yeah.
Right. But it's like, so you got a 50-50 shot, right? Either way, it's going to go up or it's going to go down. And the difference is emotion.
Yeah. Like when crypto tanks, bro, affects me zero.
Yeah.
Because I put an amount of money in there where it's like, all right, like I'm willing to be patient because I put in an amount that I'm willing to lose. Yeah. So now, since I put in an amount that I'm willing to lose, I can sit and hold it forever and not give a fuck.
Yeah.
Until it makes money.
It's all psychology, man. Like, it's like, the charts and shit is dope, right? But
people were jumping off balconies when Ethereum hit like $1,000, bro. Remember that shit like a year or two ago? Guys, there was literally stories on this in Miami because we got a lot of crypto bros here. Dudes were jumping off of balconies when Ethereum was crashing.
Yeah, my first year, I'm the only person. This is rare what I'm about to say, but my first year trading, I made like over 20 grand day trading futures, right? But it was like because I was I made millions doing other shit.
Yeah.
So like I wasn't as emotional. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
and that's very important, bro.
The thing. It's like it's all about emotion. But if that money means a lot to you, it's gonna be so difficult.
It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be so difficult.
So put money in there, guys. That if you lost it tomorrow, you wouldn't give a shit. You'll thank us later.
That's exactly how you got to do it.
Yeah.
If you're trading,
because then you can let it sit in the market because it's gonna be profitable. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah, so you're talking about like just buying
holding, yeah.
Okay, and even that motherfuckers start tripping out, right?
Yeah.
Like if it can't be money that you need.
Yeah, Yeah, for both, whether it's buying and holding or trading. Sorry,
for sure.
Yeah,
like the more honestly, let's keep going. Sorry, we're going.
No, it's all good, man. Okay, it's all good, bro.
We have extra guac. Shout out to Myron. I was one of his fitness clients back in the day.
Shout out to you, extra guac.
Extra guac. That's what's up, man. He be out here all the time. Hey, listen, guys, if you want to learn how to grow your online fitness business, I got a free ebook called The 10 Commandments of Online Training. The link's in the description. And, basically, he's going to learn a lot of the stuff that I taught Myron when he started his online fitness business. You still train people at all?
I do. I just don't take on as many clients. I'll do it periodically.
Yeah.
So I'll take on people every now and then. Yeah. But right now I'm staying away from it because we're really focusing on the streaming. So that's what I'm doing. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do a stream after this.
Oh shit. Yeah. Hey, man, make sure y'all go from here to there, man. Yeah, man. Let's go. What else we got?
We have Blake. Got to show support for 2 goats. I have my annual review coming up for work. Any advice for negotiating a better salary for next year?
Man, I ain't had a job in so long.
Bro, if you can't try to have another offer, that's really important. Because if you got another offer, that number one is going to make you more confident when you ask for it. And then number two is going to let them know that, especially if you're good at what you do, that you can get poached.
Got it. Okay.
So I would say just have another offer if you can.
Okay.
When negotiating. Because whenever the person who needs the other less has the power. So if you're really good at the company that you work for and you're in a position where they can't really operate optimally without you, that's a perfect position to be in. And then on top of that, you say, look, I want to stay here. But these guys gave me an offer and obviously I got to go for what's best for my family and shit. And you kind of go off of that. But I think having another offer is going to be super important for you when it comes to that when negotiating.
I'm glad you were here to answer that, man. I had a job since 2010.
Yeah, it's another game, man. It's a whole other thing. But I would say, having something else back up is going to be great.
All right. Mo. Well, we got another one?
We have Mob722. Yo, what's up, guys? My girl and I have been official for 3 months. Been dating for 6. She always spends the night and shows love, but recently found sexual pics videos of her and another guy on her phone. What do I do? Any advice?
It's a wrap, bro. That's cooked.
Just out of curiosity, what's the date on those pics?
Yeah.
Did you see the date? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's an L, man. I mean, the fact that she has them in the first place is problematic.
The fact that she's filming,
she even has them, that's weird. So, yeah, bro, something's off there. Something is off.
It was an ex. Yeah,
it's for sure an ex, by the way.
Yeah, and maybe she's not cheating on you, but
it's still problematic, bro. Still problematic.
Yeah.
That you gotta that's soul searching shit right there, my friend.
Yeah.
You gotta ask yourself, damn, am I ready to commit to this?
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
Cause he got those videos too.
Yep, exactly. That's an L for you, bro. All
right.
Yeah. I would err on the side of it.
With your list, religious woman, where does it fall?
Religious women are good, but understand that you don't want to get with a chick that's recently religious. That means she probably did some thot shit. Look at this Nala chick, the red hair. Now, I found God. Okay, bro.
Yo, man, when them chicks, when they just men and women, when they just dive into it and they that's all they post about.
Yeah,
they went through some shit.
They went through some shit.
Some wild.
And for women, it's bad. For men, we do better with trauma. Women, nah.
Something happened, bro.
Yep.
And they overcompensate now.
Anytime a girl says, "Oh, I'm celibate now" or some shit, that means she was a hoe, bro.
Yeah.
So you need to always have that red flag, that radar. So chicks super devout all of a sudden, bro, that's a problem.
I told the joke earlier too, about bears repeating. I remember when I was in college, every time a girl said she was celibate, I was like, "You selling it?" And that was a joke I was told 4 years.
Yeah. It's a funny one though. I'm using that shit. Speaking of which, now we got 666 live viewers, man. That's a sign.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
That's a sign, man.
We out here.
These 304s. The days before we dated, what would you do?
Said the dates, yeah.
I mean, listen, so there's 2 ways to look at it. Everybody's got a past, and maybe she just didn't delete the old shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't go through my phone deleting shit. It just doesn't cross my mind. But I mean, I don't have sex videos either on that bitch, right? But it's like, you know, everybody's got you know.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's still it's weird. Yeah, out there on the side of caution, bro. She's. I mean, you can have a conversation where she's gonna say some bullshit.
She's
gonna
say something, might start crying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean something. It doesn't necessarily.
Yeah, but it's a big red flag.
It was an ex-boyfriend.
Does it mean she's terrible? No. I mean, then we got to go into factor. How long were they together?
Right. If it was a boyfriend, it's not a random guy.
Yeah, was it her guy? Like, this is where all these other questions.
He said it was an ex.
So yeah, but like, how long were they together?
Some nigga. You know? It might not be the worst thing in the world. No. I mean, honestly, like it sounds worse than it is, and maybe I sound crazy, but you know, you also got to think how does she treat you? Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
How does she treat you? How long were y'all together?
Yeah,
you know, there's just so many other factors that come in here now.
You got to be cautious of it. It doesn't necessarily mean she's a definitely bad person or a hoe, or she kept or she kept it for a fucking nefarious reason. Maybe she's not finger banging herself to that shit, right? Like maybe she like just didn't realize that shit was on there. You know,
maybe she forgot.
Yeah, who knows? Like we don't know. That's why we say just be cautious, brother. Yeah. You know, it's not a good sign.
She on thin ice, bro. Put it that way.
Yeah, she on thin ice, man. But you know, if she treats you well and she's like respects you and she
got to be perfect with everything.
Yeah, man. She don't get no passes now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Them sandwiches better be
on point.
Word.
On some Aubon Punch type shit. Sandwiches. I want my shit toasted.
In college, I had fun. Now that I am working and out of college, I realize most hot girls just come with problems and not smart. I'm lucky I swerved them.
Told you, nigga.
Yeah.
Most hot girls are useless because they've never had to be useful. It's the fact of life, man. One of the laws of we should make that the 49th law of power.
That's the 49th law of power. Yeah. Most hot girls are stupid.
Yeah, they're useless because they've never had to be useful. Yeah.
We have Kev's Garage. Thoughts about having kids out of the country. Currently a passport bro. Got my money up. Fitness. 1 rental property. 2nd on its way. Body count 100 plus.
I mean, you could do it, bro, but that's always a risk, man. Like
the thing about that is you gotta leave America. Like I fucks with America.
Yeah, like, that's when he's a passport bro. He probably got a check in Colombia or some shit. Is what I'm assuming. One of these countries. You could do it, man, but like I don't know how often you're gonna visit your kid. You know, how long have you been with this girl?
He's talking. So when they say that, they mean like they're going to live in America and just have.
I think that's what he wants. Yeah, having kids out of the country.
Oh man,
and he said he's a passport bro.
It's like my son doesn't live in Miami, but you see how much I'm flying this to be with the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm with him all the time.
Yeah,
and it's like, luckily it's not a crazy flight, but I'm there like three times a month.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? 2-3 times a month, and it's
damn near every week you're flying.
Yeah, up and when we were all in New York, I was with him multiple times a week, all the time. Yeah. I was with him all the time, you know. But I can't do that now. But it's like I can't wait to get to my son. You know what I'm saying? Like if it
might be harder for you, bro, than anything else.
And that's why I would advise against it, man. Especially if you have a kid, you don't want to be. I mean, if you a good dude, you gonna want to be in your kid's life.
Yeah.
So like I'm. It's like me and my son. I just got back with him. You know, like it's. And there's a financial cost to that, right? Flying all the time, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, I got it. But there's also it's not like I'm seeing my son, like somebody who lives with their son, right? They see him after work. And you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
I gotta stop working.
Yeah.
For a day. To see him.
You know what I'm saying? It completely impedes everything
you're doing. It's different. You know, that's fine. That's my dog, right? But it's like it's you know, everything stops for my son. You know, and that's fine. I'm not tripping, but imagine if he lived in Colombia.
Yeah. Even harder.
Yeah.
So that's something you need to keep in mind, bro.
Yeah.
Like that you just like, you know, just keep that in mind. Yeah. It might be harder and you're hearing it from someone and his son is only 2-3 hours away.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So you can only imagine foreign country, nigga, Thailand or some shit.
Yeah. And you know, and I didn't want that. Like I'm divorced, right? But it's like, you know, it's
comes with the
territory. Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. You want if you give a fuck about your kids, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's up next?
All right, we have Gulab. I'm 19. I feel lost, confused on career paths and whether I should go to college or not. Currently working full time.
we might have different takes on this.
Yeah. What's your thoughts?
Well, just statistically, 80% of millionaires, 88% of millionaires are college graduates, and people with college degrees make 67% more than people with only high school degrees.
Of course,
right? So and then it's like if you like brown, like some sort, if you like we there's so many data points, right, that don't work in our favor. It's like, why not get it more?
I think this is a white dude.
You know what I'm saying?
But
no, you're white. All right. Still though. 80% of millionaires.
So I'm not like one of these guys that like is a college hater, right? Because obviously I went to a good school, went to Northeastern of Boston. I think college is absolutely a good, viable option, but I think you need to know what you're gonna do. You got to know. You can't major in some bullshit.
Don't do no bullshit.
So, if you major something that has a job industry and accountant or some shit like that, do it. Engineer. But if you're gonna just go to college to fuck off for 4 years with a fucking Black studies degree, it's gonna be an L, bro.
Don't do that.
You're better off getting a skill in that case. But no, college absolutely can be beneficial. You just have to major in the right shit.
And it doesn't have to cost a whole lot, right? Like the average,
go to community college the first 2 years.
The average in-state tuition average nationwide is $10K, right? And in Miami Florida, in-state tuition on average is $4,000. Like you can make that work in that Starbucks, right? You don't have to go in debt for this shit.
Yeah, you don't have to. One of the biggest lies they tell you need to go to a school all the 4 years, bro. You can go to a community college first, man.
Yeah,
save money.
Go to school.
I used to think that shit was bad, but now I'm like waking up as an adult, like, yo, bro, you could have went to
transfer
college,
man,
transfer.
So I didn't even think about that. I was thinking about like in-state tuition.
Yeah.
Especially in Florida. And then if you get decent grades in Florida, you can go for free.
Yeah, get a scholarship. That's another thing too. I'm big on, like, I'm okay with you going to college and fucking off if you can get a scholarship.
Yo, and it's not even, bro, you don't even have to have you don't have to have straight A's in Florida because they have a program that's paid for by the lottery.
Oh, okay.
Right. So like fucking 3.5.
Yeah.
Like high school is nothing.
Yeah.
It's like fucking our words can get that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So,
like,
so college, you do it if number one, get something that can actually make you some goddamn money, or get a scholarship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if not, get a skill, be an electrician, a plumber, something like that. Cool. But my thing is that my biggest issue is you go to college, you go into debt, and then you just party your 4 years. They're like a dumbass, and then get a useless degree. That's my issue, which most people end up doing.
It's like, and also, man, like, what do you want to be, right? Some shit you got to go to college for, right? Like, think about all these buildings going up in Miami.
Like my job, I had to go to college to get it.
Fucking the architects that are building all these buildings that are designing, they had to go to school, right? You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers who built the planes, the engineer, like these motherfuckers had to go to school. Like if you're doing like some fucking
dope shit, a lot of times you're gonna have to go to school.
You gotta go, I mean, you ain't gonna learn that shit, you know. If you just want to be entrepreneur, man, it's like, I learned accounting in business school, like, it was helpful, man. I mean, I enjoy 80% of millionaires have college degrees. If I was you, I'd put the odds in your favor. Yeah, personally,
put the odds in your favor. Get something that's gonna make you money.
Yeah. So
we have Connor. Hey Myron, you mentioned a bit about having women as friends is an L since they don't provide value. But do they not convey social proof to other women that other women are happy to hang around you? Yeah,
they do. They do. But the thing is that the other girls are also going to be able to tell that your friend zoned. So like, it's a yes and no, right? So like, you got to be really good at it to pull it off. So you look at someone like a Mike Sartain, right, where he's around girls all the time because of kind of does like
social circle
game and promoter type shit game. Like that could work for you, but understand that that's like kind of like a temporary fix. Like, it shows status, but like girls also are going to notice that like you're in a friend zone with a lot of these girls. So it's something that can help you from an optic standpoint, and you can use it to your advantage. But if you rely on it and still don't have other things in place, you're still going to fail. Because the thing is that to nurture and cultivate these friendships with women, right, to get the benefit of that social proof takes a lot of work that you could have just put into yourself.
That's true.
Right? Because like maintaining these friends, these female friends, like, you got to entertain these bitches, bro. And it's a big waste of time. Like, oh, I got to take them here and have them a good time and all this other shit. Like, if you want to do that and you enjoy it, that's one thing. But you could have taken that time to just build yourself up more.
That's a fact.
Increase your own sexual market value personally versus taking that time to build up social circles with women when it doesn't really increase your sexual market value unless you're with them.
You know what it helps you the most for me? So like there was a lot of girls that I knew, and that friend word friend would be like loosely, right? But I knew him, you know, and I knew him well, right? And it was like if I wanted to network with other guys, I would introduce them to, you know, to like I really wasn't trying to fuck them or whatever. I would introduce them to other guys, you know what I'm saying? It was, and then it'd be like reciprocity. And I'm not saying I wouldn't be like, hey, fuck this dude. I just, hey man, this dude, he's cool. Y'all should meet
and let him see what. Give him the opportunity, right? But like
I mean, I've gotten some deals done with that.
I'm sure,
shit, you know. Yeah.
But you know, but you got to be skilled to do it, right? So like that's the other thing too. A lot of guys don't have the skill set. It's like
you have to friend zone her.
Yes,
it has to be clear that you friend zoned her.
So if I give someone who's if I give Muhammad, right, a stick of dynamite, he knows how to ensure that dynamite don't blow up, right, until it's, you know, the right time. So, but if I give a child dynamite, he don't know what the fuck he doing. So you need to be Muhammad with dynamite and know how to properly use it to your advantage, versus being the fucking dumbass kid. Like, boom, blow your fucking arm off. That's having female friends.
That makes a lot of sense.
That's truly, because it could really backfire.
I never thought about it like that.
That's a wild analogy, but
no, I never thought about it. Muhammad knows, man.
He knows.
Yeah, he's like, hey, man.
You know what I'm saying? He knows, man. So that's what y'all got to do, bro.
He's been training.
I mean, don't do that. Like, I mean, don't use it. It's analogy is what I'm trying to tell y'all. But that's what it basically is.
Yeah, no, that's the bomb. What else we got?
It's all jokes.
All jokes.
I am a comedian, in case you guys. I do tell jokes, by the way.
Yeah. Oh man, $50.
Shout out to you, bro.
What's up, man?
We have Ali. Thank you for the content you guys provide. If I never stumbled upon you guys' content, I would have continued with the degenerate life. Castle Club Gang.
That's
shout out to you, man.
Cool. Appreciate it, man. Shout out to you. Thanks for the 50, man. It's going towards the Thot Repellent, man. You doing God's work.
There you go.
What else we got?
We have Pog. You?
Okay. Pog.
Lost a lot of weight in the past 80 pounds and was well trained. Now, after 5 years, I gained back and my weight is 280 pounds. Very hard to go back to diet and work out. Any advice? In the past, I loved keto.
Listen, you know, so have you ever seen this shit?
If you've been fat before, it's way easier to get fat again, man.
Bro, ain't it?
But here's the thing, bro. You've done it once, you could do it again. You just got to dial back in, bro.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing, is like, you got to look yourself in the mirror and realize, damn, I'm a fucking loser. And just like get back to it, bro. Like the shame of you once being in shape. You know what you should do? You should look at the old pictures of yourself when you were in shape.
Yeah.
And realize how much of a fat piece of shit you were. See, if I was president of the United States, we wouldn't have this problem, right? I'd put y'all niggas in camps where you can concentrate on diet and exercise, right? I'm not kidding around. If I was the Fuhrer, I would literally have America fit again, bro. I would have these camps where people can get in shape and eat properly and really concentrate on diet and fitness.
I like that.
Yeah, man. Women won't be able to vote. They can't meet more than 3 of them at the same place. Like, bro, it'd be a great country, bro, if I was the leader.
What I think you should do is start. So here's a study done by Duke University. They had a bunch of fat boys, right? And they said, Myron, you'll appreciate this. All they told them to do was track your diet, track your calories. MyFitnessPal. They didn't give them no workout plan. They didn't give them no diet plan. They didn't have them in caloric deficit. Nothing.
Yep.
Just the mere act of tracking.
Just the accountability.
Yep. They on average. In three months, they lost an average of 5 pounds, which, like, if that was one of my clients, that wouldn't be impressive. But you got to remember, nothing, no diet.
Yep. No,
all they had to do was track. Yep.
Bro, that in itself is a powerful mental stimuli. Like, damn, what am I doing?
All you got to do is
makes you think twice when you see how many calories in that donut, bro.
Yeah, people have, when you train people have no idea how many calories.
Oh, they never do, bro.
And they wildly underestimate.
It's the same thing as like people that are bad with money. I tell them you need to just carry cash around.
Yeah.
And then when you're spending the money cash and you see what you're actually spending, oh my God, what am I doing? Same thing with tracking your diet. Yeah. So guys, I got the free habit tracker. It's the Victory Vision Planner. You can start tracking your shit. It's free. It's just a Notion template. You don't have to put your email in or nothing. It's my gift. And there's a video in there on how to use it, everything. All right. You should get that, brother. Start tracking. If you're not tracking, you slacking. All right. Because it's fucking time in, I got to be sleeping like 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
we're gonna read 2 more, the ones who spent the most. Sorry, man. I'm sorry, guys. We already went an hour over.
Let's
but
go
we did
with
start 30 minutes late.
Geek Monster Gaming.
Oh, Geek
What up,
Monster. That's the
Brandon?
homie.
These other salespeople hating on me. How I approach it without losing my job? ? They need punctuation.
It sounds like yeah. Sometimes we got to decode your super chats, man. You know, like it's like the Riddlers rewriting these shits. But you know, if they're hating on you because you're successful, I mean, listen, man. You know, you can speak to this, man. When you start being successful, people start hating. Have you had experience with that?
Bro, I'm public enemy number one for a lot of people, man.
Yeah.
I get hate on by everybody, man.
Both of us start hating on me when I post you and my shit.
Oh, bro, it's like
cool though. It's
the
whatever.
feminists, the small hats, the blacks, everybody, bro.
Who
everybody
likes you?
Nobody. Nobody really. If I'm being honest, it's really only the real niggas, man, and there's not many of them left. So, you know, all the sensitive people like, oh, this guy's misogynistic, he's anti-Semitic, he's racist, he's, you know, all these stupid ass terms. Because I just be cooking everybody, man. I don't care what you are, man. So, but yeah, man, we live in a very sensitive world nowadays. But you know, it's good because being polarizing really distinguishes the real ninjas from the fake ones.
Yo, I mean, honestly, man, like that's when I talk in HGT, the first thing is have your niche, and ignore everyone else.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, and like the more, you know, Elliot, one of my first mentors, Elliot Holtz, he told me the more divisive you are, the better when you're marketing.
Yeah.
And I thought that there was limitations to that until Donald Trump came down that escalator.
Yeah.
They're bringing over drugs from Mexico.
Man.
I was like, oh, and then he became president. I'm like, oh shit.
You're better off like just being, because like the thing is, the more polarizing you are, the more people are gonna rock with you because hearing that is rare.
Yeah.
Right. So like all my haters on YouTube that talk shit about me, 9 out of 10 times these dudes are like center, like politically, culturally, etc.
Yeah.
Like me, a lot of people consider me far right, which is fine because I'm on the right side of history. I don't care. But you're better off like just owning your shit and just being unapologetic than trying to appease everyone in the middle, which is where a lot of people have. That's why like a lot of these like reaction YouTubers that talk shit about me, if I debate any of them, I'd make them look crazy because since I so strongly stand this way, I have facts to back up why I think the way that I do. Yeah. So people might say, oh, this guy's irrational for saying we need to repeal the 19th Amendment. But I can go into a very systemic explanation of why the 19th Amendment is actually very bad.
It's funny that people hate you for it. Like, you know, because me and you, I don't agree with everything.
Of course.
Say, but I don't agree with everything anyone says.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like almost nobody.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, that doesn't, I don't have to hate somebody because they have a different opinion on certain things. Like we agree on it's just like a Venn diagram.
Yeah.
What we agree on, what we don't. Like there's enough in there where it's like, oh, this is my man.
Yeah. Of course,
you know what I'm saying?
Course.
Like, and the things that I don't agree, why would I hate you for it?
Or like people are weird, bro. Like where like they'll disagree with someone, especially on political shit. Because I do a lot of political commentary too.
They fucking hate it, bro.
They get mad. I'll talk about geopolitics was going on, and you know, a lot of my stances are not necessarily the mainstream on a lot of certain things. And you know, they don't like it, but you know, I look at it like, bro, like this is what it is. I have facts to back up what I'm telling you. If you don't like it, then too bad. But the good thing with that is though you alienate a lot of people.
Yeah, it's good for your marketing for sure.
It's good for marketing, and then also it's authentic, bro. When I turn the camera on, I don't got to change who I am.
You can just be you.
I could just be me and not have to really worry about shit. And that I think that's priceless. I look at these other streamers, niggas are walking on eggshells with everything. They say, oh shit, I don't know if I can say this. Oh, and it's like, bro, that's whack. Like I literally just say what I want to say.
You know what? I almost wish I had more extreme views. So I can it's like I'm too like.
Well, you're in an industry where it's like it doesn't make sense.
But
you know, it's like
I'm really just. Like I'm myself too. It's just not as polarizing because I just don't have. I'm just not. I don't have.
I admit I have extreme
more
views.
center.
Yeah, I admit. I tell people all the time, like, I understand.
I'm liberal about some things. I'm liberal about some shit. I'm conservative about some shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, I want as many guns as I can get.
Yeah.
If motherfuckers want to get abortions, that's cool with me though.
Yeah,
right. Like little shit like that. Like I'm conservative about some things and I'm liberal about some things.
Yeah.
And I almost wish that I had more like fucking crazy views.
Yeah, I mean, you're not like a political commentator, so it's different too. So like, but yeah, man, like for me, I just I think it's you got to have a stance, like being centered in the political world, at least, or in the cultural world.
Yeah,
it's not.
No, you don't get nowhere in the center.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Unless you're in like your business, where it's like this is business, money. Yeah. Everybody wants that. It's better. It makes more sense to be in the middle.
But you know, some shit I be saying, and I'm not even trying to be provocative, and people think it's crazy. I say, work 80 hours a week. When I said that, I didn't even think that was provocative.
Bro,
I
live in a crazy world.
I didn't know that having to work hard, that if you want to get rich, you should you should work super hard. I didn't know that was controversial.
That's a conservative viewpoint.
I found out it was controversial.
Yeah, liberals like, look at what? No, what you can handle.
You know, someone got mad at me. I was like, the motherfuckers were making videos about this shit. I said, man, yo, if you broke and you black, it's kind of disrespectful to our heritage, because motherfuckers really like fought so hard for us to get opportunities, and you squandering it. And black people got mad at me for saying that.
Oh, bro, they're some of the most, bro. They're some of the most sensitive people, man. Like I began in full on arguments with people from like the like Foundation of Black Americans and all these like fucking like, you know, civil right Black Panther type niggas. Like I get in fights with them all the time because I talk about like how systemic racism is a scam, critical race theory is a waste of time. How so many black people have this victim mindset of like, oh, I'm being oppressed by the white man, that shit. Like, don't be a victim, man. Bro, even if it's true. Who BLM, all this shit.
Who it's not insurmountable. Right? Yeah, you can still do. Absolutely. Even if it's true, you can still fucking make shit happen.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I've said it before. Like in 2024. There's absolutely nothing that will hold you back from being successful, to include your skin color.
That's a fact.
Like, it can't hold you back. Like, how is it that when black people were the most oppressed, right, during the Jim Crow era, right, in the 60s, when they were fighting for the civil rights, they were the most suppressed, the most ostracized, but they had some of the best family units, families stuck together, good businesses, etc. Why? Because the nuclear family was there.
And there was a lot of black entrepreneurs there.
Yes.
Because you had to.
Yes.
Right. You know,
no choice
during segregation. Right. And I'm not saying bring back segregation. I'm just saying, like, yo, there was a subset of the black community who's like, yo, fuck this integration shit. Let's do our own thing.
Yep.
Right. But like that was like Malcolm X's camp.
Of course.
You know, and he thought it was like fucking clown shit to try. Why y'all want to integrate? Why y'all want their acceptance? Let's do it ourselves.
Yep.
You know,
and ironically enough, they became successful doing that. So that proves that oppression can't keep you back, even when it's apparent and visible, and legislated again, you know. So
they were like, Malcolm X and them was like, man, fuck this shit. You know, he had this one speech called "The Ballot and the Bullets." He said, "Why you want to integrate into the system of oppression, man? Do your own thing, man. Fuck this shit." You know, and that's kind of the mindset I take. Is like, I don't give a fuck what obstacles are in front of me. I'm gonna make shit happen.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's meritocracy, man. It's not skin color. But again, they need to keep you in that victim mindset.
Yeah.
So that they can, like, the race grift is a very powerful grift, bro. Like these BLM motherfuckers, like I call it buying lavish mansions. Niggas is living it up, bro. Like they're literally just like, George Floyd, let's protest for him, and they make a bag. So you know, and then the Daniel Penny case and everything. I won't get too much into it, but long story short, like, there's a lot of money to be made in that niche, so that's why they do it. But it's all a scam, man.
Yeah, I'm just like, man, let's get this money, man. I don't give a fuck.
Your skin color don't mean shit.
Yeah, get this money, man. I'm pro green.
Yep.
You feel me? What else? All right, let's do one more because we got to go. It's past my bedtime.
I'm reading one more question, and then after this one, I have a comment. We have Raul. He gave 15, 24, lives in Cali. Do you recommend me move to Miami? I'm over it. Can't find like-minded people. I'm no weirdo, but have no friends due to my mindset goes, don't drink, party, just gym, work, read, and learn.
Yeah, California is one of the worst places in America, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fan at all. 50 Cent was on Flagrant podcast, and he said, you know, that the Hollywood sign.
Yeah.
This is 50. I'm not stealing his joke. He said the Hollywood sign that's supported by the bones of hoes.
Yeah, probably.
He said bitches who came out there trying to fucking find the guy, trying to make their way, and it didn't work. So they used the bones.
Yeah, I believe it, man. Yeah, California's a clown world, bro.
They use the bones.
At this point, you know, COVID proved that you could work from anywhere, bro. I don't know why niggas still live in New York or California or any of these blue states.
I did, man. I was only saying it for my son, but when him and his mom moved, I was like, I'm out.
And how much better is it down here, bro?
Oh man, I thought I was gonna miss it because I did love New York. I did love like something about it. I like the energy, but man, just the taxes alone is like,
yeah. And then so you can still get it. You still go there and like, then you remember, oh, this is why I left.
Yeah. Damn. And it's like California got the worst state tax, and then what you getting for it, man? There's more. California has like 10%, over 10% of the country's homeless people. You know what I'm saying? and but it's not 10% of the country's mads.
Society,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying? Like,
It's literally a failed society.
it's a good place to be homeless.
Yeah,
because it's like super liberal, and it's like the weather's great for being homeless. It's like a great place to be.
Great place if you're gonna be.
Yeah, if you're gonna be bum. You know, if I was gonna be a bum, like a homeless person,
San Fran all day.
Oh yeah, man. No place better. Maybe Seattle. Right. You know what I'm saying? But Seattle gets cold.
Yeah.
Right. So like I think I'm picking Venice
LA.
Beach.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be homeless, live on the beach, give me a tent.
San Diego.
Yeah.
I'd be down there.
But if I wanted to be like happy, I get the fuck out of there immediately. I don't even like to visit.
The question was, do you recommend Miami? Not if he was homeless.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of California, bro. But like, if you're gonna come to Miami, you gotta be on point. Because I'll tell you this: you're gonna come here, you're gonna be tempted by the bitches and alcohol and all this shit.
You gotta have more. You gotta have
way more discipline.
Way more discipline. Way more discipline. You know what I'm saying? Way more.
I stay inside to avoid it all, man.
Bro, this
shit right here, bro. Like, and you're gonna trust me. You're gonna get that FOMO. You're gonna be looking around, seeing all these bitches.
I like going to the gym in my building.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like I
you really got to actively work to not be distracted here, bro. You're gonna be walking around in the middle of the day. Miami is very strange. People are out in the middle of the day, bro. People don't work here. Like, I don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Nobody works here, bro.
Don't work. Yeah.
So you're gonna be seeing bad bitches everywhere in the middle of the fucking day at like a Starbucks, and you're gonna be, oh shit. So
you got to really have your discipline out here. Yeah. All right.
We're gonna end it with Angelo. This is one chest 8-pack trucker. Two of some of my top
homie.
heroes on one pod. Keep up the great work. Yeah, literally changed my finances and marriage.
That's, you know what?
Shout out to you, bro.
Shout out to you, man. Yo, he's one of my students in HCT, right? So, and he's in Castle Club too, right?
Yep.
So this dude works like, he be trucking like 80 hours a week, trucking
Still
80
goes
hours
to
a week.
the gym.
Still goes to the gym. Still has online training clients.
Yep.
Like, you know,
280-pound dude. You heard that, bro?
He still has on, like, and he's married and all shit. Like, I fucked with Angelo, man. One chest. Shout out to you. All right, guys, man. This has been another episode of that Victory Talk podcast. Shout out to Myron. You about to go live right now, man?
Yeah. I'm gonna have a clan meeting. So it's gonna go. I'll probably go. It's 10:15 now. I'll probably start in like 30 minutes or so. I don't live too far from Brandon. But yeah, guys, just jump on the email list. It's like shit. I gotta fucking give you the link, but that's fine. Jump on our email list. Fresh. Go to castleclub.tv. Put your email in there and join in and get the newsletter.
Let's do it. Castleclub.tv. All right. Also, listen, if you guys want to learn, grow your online fitness business, I got a free ebook in there called The 10 Commandments of Online Training. Show you how to really give you push you down the right path. Right. You may read and be like, hey, this is not for me. I don't want to do this shit. You know, I ain't know I had to work. I was looking for a get rich quick scheme. This ain't for me, right? So, but you might read and be like, oh, this might be a viable option for me. Another thing, I'm also launching social media growth program, right? Influencer domination, all right, accelerator, where I'm going to be working with people, helping them build their social media. I'm going to be reviewing their pages, reviewing their posts, showing them how to post, how the algorithm really works in a way to show you how to make money off social media. So this is the first thing I'm putting out that's not just for fitness influencers. This is like for anybody who either has a business and want to use social media to grow it, or if they want to start a business and want to grow their social media to use as a platform to grow the business, right? Because I wouldn't have joined social media if I couldn't make no money. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have never did that shit. Like no shit. All right. So we're going to be talking about that. It's going to be you want to jump on the VIP list. The link's in the description. You like really jump on the VIP list, because when we open it, you don't want to miss it. It's going to be open for a short amount of time, and then we're going to close it. And then only the people who have got in, it won't even be expensive, right? But only people who got in are going to be able to work with me directly. All right. So you join the VIP list. Myron.
Yo, man, thank you for having me, bro.
Man. My man.
Yeah, guys, just go over to Fresh Fit. I'm going to start my stream here probably around 10:45, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna run back and get going. And yeah, we're gonna talk about this. What's the NFL player Tucker's?
Oh yeah,
bro. This stop, man, shit's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So we're gonna definitely talk about that, guys. Go check it out, and then obviously make sure you subscribe to Brandon here on his YouTube channel.
For sure.
And yeah, bro, thank you for having me, man.
My pleasure. Thank you for coming,
hey,
brother.
man, it's always great to come.
For sure.
Later, guys.